your host, Seth Graham, joined by the editor-in-chief of Ring Magazine, Doug Fisher. And tonight we are on Thompson Boxing's Facebook page. We're on their YouTube. We can check it out. So make sure you guys interact with us. It's the 19th year of business for Thompson Boxing. It's the 3rd season of it. And how's it work? Well, it's your phone. Come on now, it's 2019. Before you go and start trolling, no, interact with us. So use your phone, use the Facebook, leave messages. We're going to interact with you all night long. We have 5 fights coming your way. We have a heavyweight. We have Joel Diaz in the corner of one of them who's fighting for the 3rd time. We have a young Mario Hernandez. We have a young Richard Brewer who's bringing over 100 people into the crowd. It's going to be exciting. He's the co-main. And in our main event, Doug, we have Angel Ruiz from Tijuana. Now trains in Southern California, 13-0, has some power, but hasn't been tested. He's the main event for the first time tonight at Thompson Boxing. And when you get to this level, this stage, this is when you start separating prospects from some guys who have some real talent, isn't it?
Well, it's how we know they really are a prospect and really are as promising as they look. From what I've seen of Ruiz, he looks like the goods, but I haven't seen much of him. We saw him in Corona about 2 months ago.
Quick.
What was that, like 1 round, 2 rounds? So when these guys are in the ring for 1 or 2 rounds and they're getting these spectacular knockouts against subpar opposition, no offense to that opposition, we only see the good things. We see the natural talent, we see the athleticism, we see the physique, we see the speed, we see the power. Ruiz is from Tijuana, and he kind of reminds me of another Tijuana standout who's made a name for himself, Jaime Munguia.
Okay.
Now, you were there when he won his WBO junior middleweight title against Saddam Ali. Absolutely explosive.
Destroyed him,
And prior to that, he was Ring Magazine's Prospect of the Year for 2017. Up until that point, everybody he fought, he knocked out. So what was he? He was nothing but explosive. But once the level of his opposition got tough enough to where these guys could take him 12 rounds, or tricky enough to where he didn't look like a beast in there, that's when we see what he needs to work on. And these guys can't improve until we find out, matchmakers like Alex Campanovo can find out where they need work. How do we find out? They got to go rounds. And tonight, Ruiz is in with a guy with a lot of fights, like 55 fights. This is a guy, and it's a winning record, so this is a guy who could take him some rounds so we can learn a little bit more about Angel Ruiz.
You want to graduate from the DoubleTree to get to the big stage, and who's doing that? Danny Roman. He'll be joining us later on tonight. We're going to have a special presentation for the champion. Also, Michael Dutchover, some more that Thompson Boxing prospects. We'll be stopping on by, and of course, you all over the world. Make sure you check in, let us know where you're at, and come on now, share, like, let people know what's going on. It's Friday night, NBA done. Congratulations to the North, the Raptors. Baseball, the Dodgers, they're all right now. We'll go check that out. But you want to see some good up-and-coming prospects, check it out right now. Let people know what's going on and interact with us. And right now, who is that? The one and only Sonny Franco's in the ring.
Let's sing Ontario, California. Are you ready to have a good time tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, the fighters have trained hard to fight tonight, and you paid to see them lay it all on the line right here inside the ring. With that being said, there's only one question left to ask, and that is, Ontario, are you ready? Well, let's get the action underway. Please welcome out of the red corner from Distrito Federal, Mexico, Jerez, Pedrito Melo.
Hey, our first fight of the night. We've seen him on Thompson a couple of times. Pedro Melo.
Yeah.
Mexico City.
This is the journeyman's journeyman right here.
Oh, tough dude.
Yes, he does.
A tough dude.
But these are the guys that answer that phone call.
Oh,
you can't find an opponent. These guys say, yes, okay, I'll do it.
And he actually got the phone call on Tuesday, Doug.
Yep. See?
Pedro Melo will be fighting for the first time this year. He's from Mexico City. Said, wait a minute. Last year you were fighting like every couple months. He's like, yeah, they were calling me. He goes, but now, that's what you got to realize. I'm getting a little bit older. I don't need to take a fight on a day's notice. I was like, so Tuesday's enough? He goes, plenty of time.
Yes, for him, absolutely. That's a luxury.
Yeah. He's in there to give these guys a test. He's fought a couple Golden Boy fighters. He's fought some Thompson Boxing fighters. He knows his role.
Yeah, he only fights undefeated prospects.
You're right.
That's it. So when you look at this losing streak, it's like, yeah.
You're right, Doug. He only fights undefeated guys.
Out of the blue corner from Indio, California, here is Jose Tito Sanchez.
Tito Sanchez coming into El Sinaloense. Sinaloa, where his roots. But he's a Coachella kid, Doug, from, it says Indio, California. That's where he trains.
Right.
He said, can you please say that I'm from Cathedral City?
Oh, Cathedral City. What? But that's one of those desert towns.
It's a
right?
desert town,
Yeah.
but, you know, desert town, you're not Indio, you're
Right.
Cathedral City.
Right.
So,
Yeah, they don't get into the spotlight a lot, so he wants to represent his city. I like that.
and who else in Cathedral City? Used to fight for Thompson.
Oh, I don't know.
Tim Bradley.
Oh, Bradley was Cathedral City.
Yeah.
And here I thought he was Palm Springs.
He's
All these years.
he used to train in a gym in Cathedral City.
Wow.
But yeah, he was Palm Springs, so they would do that. And thanks to everybody checking in. Pedro Murillo, ¿cómo estamos?
Very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We're coming to you from the Doubletree Hotel here in the beautiful city of Ontario, California, where tonight Thompson Boxing Promotions is proud to present an action-packed night of boxing action, as this is the Path to Glory. We begin tonight's event with the first bout of the evening, scheduled for 4 rounds of action in the lightweight division. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring the bout should it go the distance are Carla Cais, Jerry Cantu, and Fernando Villarreal. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Raul Cais Sr. Fighters, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stepped in the ring tonight wearing the red trunks with white. When he stepped onto the scale, he went in officially at 131.4 already pounds. As a professional, his record stands 17 victories against 20 defeats with 1 bout even. 8 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, desde el Distrito Federal, Mexico, introducing Pedrito Melo. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner. He stepped in the ring tonight wearing the red trunks with white and gold. When he stepped onto the scale, he went officially at 131.6 solid pounds. Tonight, he enters the ring undefeated. 2 wins with 0 losses. Both of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from Indio, California, introducing Jose Tito Sanchez. Once again, your referee in charge, Raul Cais Sr.
Ok, muchachos, pónganse ahí abajo. Aquí los golpes están perfectamente bien. Cuidado con las cabezotas, dense la mano y buena suerte.
Getting ready for this fight. Opener, 4 rounds. Young fighter against an experienced man, Doug.
Yeah, and the glaring statistic is the age. You called Tito a kid, and he is. He's 19 years old, so he's 11 years younger. Pedro is 1 inch taller, and he has the reach advantage.
Y saludos a todos los que están mirando en Teocaltiche, Jalisco, esperando la pelea de Mario Hernandez. Es la tercera pelea de esta noche. De Mario Hernandez, 3rd fight of the night. Right now, Tito Sanchez, Pedro Melo. Then afterwards is Oscar Torres. Then Hernandez, Richard Brewer. The main event, Angel Ruiz. Man, the lights are brighter tonight, aren't they? A little shiny. Like they're looking right into our eyes right now. So it's good. Hey, new lights, better start shining. That's Tito Sanchez, the 19-year-old. He's got the black gloves. He's at 131 pounds for this fight, Doug, but he said his future is at 126.
I knew he would say that.
Yep.
And why not? He's a teenager. He could drop some pounds.
Well, it's 130 because they just wanted to get him a fight. He has 2 pro fights, both of them knockouts. They came at Agua Caliente. The first time fighting for Thompson Boxing. He lives in Cathedral City, but he trains with Joel Diaz in Indio, the Indio Boys, the girls club, where Joel has plenty of sparring for him. Diego De La Hoya, he's gotten to work with.
That's world class right there.
And all the young prospects that Joel has, so
Yeah,
that's where he's at.
Joel's
Good
got
body
these
shot.
guys from Central Asia and these Eastern Bloc
The
countries. that are now
Uzbekistan
training.
dudes.
Yes, these monsters. And it's great, even if you're not sparring with those guys, it's great to train alongside those dudes because they're very hungry. And these guys also had those extensive amateur backgrounds, so you could pick up training methods from them that they bring from their countries.
Pedro Melo, 17-20-1. He's a veteran, and the fact that they would give Tito this fight against Melo says a lot about what they think about Sanchez.
Well, Tito is precocious. He looks mature for his age, and he fights mature for his age, and he's got a lot of confidence in there. You wouldn't think he just has 2 pro bouts.
Nope.
Going up against a guy with 38 pro bouts.
And that switching southpaw, he said he does that a lot, very comfortable doing it.
Yeah, it looked effortless. I barely noticed.
Yeah, Joel really likes this young kid. As Joel, you mentioned those Uzbekistan guys. We saw him on.
We saw one of them,
Yeah,
make
guy
their
named-
pro debut last night.
There's a guy named Bully. I don't
Yeah.
know how you say his name.
Beck.
But is that
Beck Bully, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, light heavyweight. He made quick work of his opponent. And Tito here, he's the aggressor. He's landing all the quality blows right now, but he's not in a rush, and I like to see that from young fighters. I like to see the poise. I like to see them. Oh! He just got buzzed!
Yeah, he did.
Maybe he was a bit too relaxed. You
Yeah.
still got to have your focus and your intensity in there. Wow. Momentarily froze. I like that.
Hey, welcome. This is why they give you these veterans. These journeymen that are dangerous.
I like it.
Hey, let's see who's watching us right now. Ahí vienen los saludos a toda la gente. Relámpago Ruiz. You guys have to wait a couple hours. It's coming up. Villa Hidalgo, Jalisco. Saludos Arturo Silva. Abelardo Cervantes. Joseph Hernandez, Friday Night Boxing. Let's go, Brewer. He's the co-main tonight. Miriam Campos, Team Mario Hernandez. He'll be the 3rd fight. Pedro Murillo, saludos. Angel Diaz, thanks for having boxing for us. No, thank you for watching. Hector Vega, maldita pobreza. That's the tagline for Joel Diaz. Miguel Torres watching us. Alex Salcedo in El Paso. Caio Martinez looking for Richard Brewer. Brewer brings a little crowd, huh?
He does. He's got some buzz going. And
Khaled in Detroit, what's happening?
Brewer's got that look. This is fun, though. We've been doing this long enough to where I've seen guys return. So like Brewer
Yeah.
and Martinez and Torres, I've seen them before here at the Doubletree. And it's one of the funnest part of the jobs is seeing that gradual progression, fight by fight.
Yeah. Matt Lightning Leal watching us. Where are you at, Matt? We are in Ontario, California. That's where we are. The Doubletree Hotel, the home of Thompson Boxing.
Now, Beto, before Sanchez got momentarily buzzed by that shot, I was about to compliment him on his head and upper body movement. So hopefully he gets back to that.
And you can spar as much as you want, but until you get in there and he answers with a good left hook, another good left hook by Tito Sanchez.
Nice and compact it was. Nice right to the body. Tito does a good job of mixing the punches up to the body and the head. He's upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs.
Charles Bossiger, what's happening? Oh, and he pushes Melo back.
Yeah, that was a hook, and the reason he was able to catch Melo with that shot is because he keeps going downstairs, and he keeps bringing his hands down or his elbows down to protect his midsection.
Harry Ziankis watching us on YouTube. What's up, Harry? The Dutch Overs in Midland, Texas. Jerry, don't go anywhere. We're going to interview Michael pretty soon. And the Ace of SoCal, of course, always watching it, the mover. He said he sees Sal Sanchez in the corner of Tito Sanchez, so we got to get an interview with Sal because,
Absolutely.
You want to hear the 4 words from Sal, the Beast, who made his Showtime debut.
Joel Diaz is telling Tito that the body shots are hurting Melo. And there was a right hand to the body, and Melo visibly reacted.
Digging is Tito Sanchez with the black gloves.
The veteran seems to be welting right now.
Gallo Martinez, who's at work in Mira Loma, California. There you go. Way to kill my night shift by watching some boxing. We're here for you, baby.
Yes, respect.
Andrew McCoy, Harlem, New York. Scott King, thanks for the compliment. We just love where we're at, man. Doesn't matter if we're club show, pay-per-view, we would do it all, baby. Isaiah Selden in Atlantic City. Spoke with Tito briefly, and real confident young man, not in a cocky way, but just, as he said, when you walk into Joel's gym, that ego goes out the door when you see the world champions he's got there, the people he's trained, and where he's been.
But at the same time, a young guy like Tito has to be motivated. He's got added motivation for him.
Ernie Haynes in Wisconsin. Grimwald in Seattle. Dodger fan. See, I'd much rather see a fighter like Tito 2-0 get this kind of work instead of knocking somebody out with one punch within 30 seconds. You don't know anything.
Yeah, he's learning from this experience.
Yeah, he got hit.
Yeah, that was the biggest lesson. That opening round, getting hit and actually feeling it, having his body react to it, and then having to deal with that 1 minute rest between rounds, and then come back and get right back into his game plan, right back into his game action. And he did that very well. In fact, he stepped up his pressure and his aggression, but he did so in a smart manner.
Chris Allstat checking in Yuma, Arizona, where it's only like 1,000 degrees right now.
No kidding.
But it's a dry heat. It's a dry heat, I heard. Hey, Yuma, not too far from the home of the one and only Andy Ruiz. Pedro Rivera, ¿cómo estamos, caballero? Andy's going to have a parade June 22nd in Imperial.
Imperial, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
If Danny Zamoris is
June
down, and there's
22nd.
Michael Dutchover to our right.
Hey, Michael was a big shot in New York City.
Wait, yeah, we're going to talk to him.
He was in town for the Joshua Ruiz fight, and he and Ruben Villa. They attracted a crowd at the Boxing Writers Association of America dinner.
Yeah, we'll talk. You were there with him.
But they've made names for themselves. They're not house secrets anymore.
It's 400 in the shade, they say. In your mouth. Big Bang Rivera, ¿cómo estamos? Cubos, our favorite heavyweight cruiserweight, Miguel Cubos, ¿cómo estamos in San Luis? Darren Hawk watching us in Alberta, Canada, we the North.
Wow.
Wait, Alberta, you guys don't like Toronto, do you?
We've got some nice reach.
Yeah. Tito Sanchez sold over 65 tickets that he knows of. He's expecting a bigger crowd with him.
Accident.
Overhand right,
there.
solid body work.
And that right drove Melo to the ropes and to the corner where he does not want to be. Because Sanchez is a swarmer. If you're not moving on him, he's going to overwhelm you real quick.
Doug, Sanchez doesn't look like it's only his third fight, huh? He looks calm.
No, not at all. He's precocious.
Good word there, Doug. Yeah, on this broadcast, we mess around a little bit. So if Doug says precocious, it's okay to ask what that means. Doug has a master's. The rest of us don't.
I have to imagine the folks watching right now like what they see from Sanchez.
Yeah, you guys on Facebook, what do you guys like from Sanchez right now, the fighter who's 2-0 in the black? Saludos a Moran team in Tijuana. Ace, what's your scouting report on him?
And he seems equally effective from the southpaw or the orthodox stance.
This guy says Ruiz, Joshua needs to be at Dodger Stadium. Heck no. Have you ever been to Dodger Stadium when it's sold out? One elevator? No chance. No cell service.
Yeah, I think that winds up in the UK. I think that's if it's in a stadium, it's going to be Wembley. And if it's in the United States, it's going to return to Madison Square Garden.
Of course. Tito Sanchez one day hoping to get to those big spots. Laura Retney waiting for Angel Ruiz. Another Yuma, Arizona. What's up with Yuma coming in tonight? The main event will be Ruiz.
And now he's in the orthodox stance.
Yep.
He's teeing off with his right hand, and he's really biting down on these punches. That right hand is most effective when he follows it with that left hook, and he has a nice compact left hook.
Eric Duarte watching us. What's happening? Your boy Mario Hernandez coming up later on. Chris Allstat says he does look poised for the third fight. Good body work. Talking about Tito Sanchez. Right there. Doug, most guys in the third fight are headhunters, aren't they?
Absolutely. Tito is throwing equal amounts of body punches as he is head punches, and that is very rare.
There you see the grandfather of Tito Sanchez, the man who introduced him to the sport, Adan Carrera. Brought him up as an amateur, showed him about it, but when he turned pro, we're going with Joel Diaz.
That's a smart and humble move. I don't think it happens enough with father-son amateur teams.
Grandfather-son, there you go.
Yeah, grandfather-son amateur
Oscar
teams.
Torres, Angel Ruiz, heavyweights coming up next.
Final round.
Fourth and final round. Let's give a lot of credit to Pedro Melo, the opponent. Got the call on Tuesday, showed up, flew on Wednesday, did medicals, made weight.
And he's hung in there.
And he knows his role. Come in here, try to buzz them. Maybe something happens.
I thought he was going to get overwhelmed at the end of the second round or sometime in the third round, and it hasn't happened.
Melo said this year would just go to the gym. He's like, nobody's giving me a fight, so I'd go to the gym, hit the bag, maybe.
Right.
Spar, not
Real
really.
light, just kind of taking it easy, just getting in there, maintaining.
Yeah. He's like, I was just maintaining weight in case somebody called me. Alex Capanova called him. Here he is. These guys are the backbone of the sport, especially on the club circuit. Here's the Tito sent. Solid shots landed by Tito. And Melo, we've seen him on the years. He can take shots. He battled hard with Sal Sanchez last year.
And Melo is tough, he's durable, and he's also presenting Tito with a lot of lateral movement. And a lot of guys who are 19 years old with just 2 pro bouts, they get really frustrated with that.
Oh, yeah.
But Sanchez is doing a good job. I'm not saying he's cutting off the ring, but he's pretty good at landing on a moving target.
There's things that Joel Diaz will go back and watch and like what he sees from his young fighter, 19-year-old Tito Sanchez, who played baseball in high school at Cathedral High. He's actually a shortstop. So he would go to school, get done for school, run, then go to baseball practice,
Right.
and then go do his boxing afterwards.
Oh, jeez. So, he's a disciplined guy. Right. He's an athlete. Obviously, he loves boxing. And he looks like a natural.
Hey, Gallo Martinez, that comment about Henry, send it again during the Oscar Torres fight so I can read it. Because we want to give Henry his credit. That's coming up next, the heavyweight Oscar Torres. But these 4 rounds, solid work. Something to learn for with Tito Sanchez. Because you see things that you like from him.
I see a lot of things I like from him. Especially if he gets down to featherweight. Because he can punch. These are heavy. These are heavy hands right here. And his hands will be heavier. He might be a little bit faster, making 126 pounds. I like that he sees everything. He's got good focus. And then the focus waned for just a second in the opening round, and he learned a valuable lesson that it only takes 1 split second to change things in the sport. And he handled it really well.
Got hit again, but he handled it.
Oh!
Yep.
Yeah, Melo's still in there looking for that Hail Mary punch, and I like that.
And that'll do it. 4 solid rounds. Hug afterwards. Melo puts his hand on like, hey, que bueno, Melo. Joel Diaz shakes his hand out of respect. I like this Tito Sanchez kid. Tools there.
There's a lot to work with. There's a lot of strengths that he showed us. Does need to work on his defense, even though he moves his head and his upper body. And he's good at getting under punches. I think maybe he needs to position his gloves a little closer to his chin to where he can block and parry those shots that he got caught with tonight.
Yeah, his first 2 fights, knockouts quickly. So this is the first time he gets tested. I like it. His grandfather taking off the gloves.
He's got a logo like all the young fighters have. That
Hey.
one looks good, though. The
Yeah.
TS, that looks kind of, right, that looks cool.
Hey, 2019, you don't have a logo, you got to brand yourself.
Yeah, you
and
do.
I like it. It's smart.
It is.
So Melo go back to Mexico City. No cuts, no real bruising.
His ribs might be a little sore.
Yeah, but he could get a call pretty soon. I don't know how those guys do it, man. A lot of respect to them.
You said it right. They're the backbone of the sport, especially the club circuit.
And Melo's been wearing those red shorts for the last 2 years. Sonny Franco, he's got a new tux every time.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 exciting rounds of boxing action, to the judges' scorecards we go. All 3 judges, Carla Caiz, Jerry Cantu, and Fernando Villarreal, all see the bout the same. 40-36, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still undefeated from Indio, California, Jose Tito Sanchez.
Tito Sanchez gets his 3rd victory, goes the distance for the first time. It's a learning lesson, something to build on. 4 more fights. Raul Caiz Sr. lift his hands up.
And I scored it just like the official
Yeah.
judges. I had all 4 rounds for Sanchez.
Oh, we're going to go on camera? Oh, you want to see us? All right, cool. Let's see here. Put us on camera. Let's turn around a little bit. See what they're saying. Hey, what's happening? Bethel Duran, Doug Fisher. How much time we got? We got time? Paul California's moving it around. You good, Paul? All right, so Doug Fisher.
Look at those showing off the ink.
Oh, my
Right?
God. Doug Fisher, the editor-in-chief of Ring Magazine, is with me right
Maybe
now.
like you and
Yeah, you
put
got to
the
get that
wire
back there.
behind here.
Got
Yes,
that.
of course.
The mailbag for you, Doug, is?
every Monday and every Friday.
That's Dougie's mailbag at?
Yeah, I have a special inbox for my mailbag.
You know what? Just go tweet Doug, man. If you can find it.
Dougie at boxingmailbag.com.
There you go. You can go and check that out every Monday and Friday. We have 4 fights coming up next. Oscar Torres, Mario Hernandez, Richard Brewer, and then Angel Ruiz. People wondering what's going on. So here we're going to do later on today. Danny Roman, 122-pound champion, is going to join us later on. They're going to present him his IBF belt.
Yes, he's finally got his personalized belt.
That's cool.
See that belt? You know, when he beat T.J. Doheny and was holding up both those belts, he doesn't get to take that IBF belt home because that was T.J. Doheny's belt.
Oh, that's how it is.
Yeah, that has T.J. Doheny's name on it, and the name of the guy that Doheny beat to win that IBF title. So, but they, you know, the fighter who loses allows the guy who wins to hold the belt for the, you know, for the photo ops and all that. And sometimes the sanctioning organization will have like a generic belt that they'll, you know, let the fighter hold around, but the fighter is really waiting for his own personalized belt where it's got his name on it. It's got the date of the fight, you know, how he won the title.
That's
and
cool.
all
So
that.
we get to see that tonight.
It's the same thing with the Ring Magazine.
Gallo Martinez, Doug, been watching him since his Max boxing days. Gallo Martinez, legit. Don't rush me, man. We're giving Doug Fisher props. We're giving Doug Fisher props. That's what
You got your Max Boxing T-shirt, right?
No, don't look. He's telling me to hurry up.
Showing off the ink
No,
again.
there you go. You want me to keep going? We're gonna praise Doug Fisher for Max Boxing. Now let's go to Sonny Franco in the ring. Are we going to Sonny or not?
No. Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the action going once again. Please welcome into the red corner from Baja California, Ensenada, Mexico, Jerez, Angel Ruiz.
Heavyweights coming your way. Ensenada, Baja California. Alan Ruiz in his second pro fight. Sanchez, 6'1", 255 pounds. Miguel Cupos said, I'm listo. Ruben Torres. You guys want to talk to Ruben Torres? He's actually right next to us. Sitting with Dutch over. We'll get them going on. Robert Perea. His opponent, Angel Ruiz, ready to make his ring walk.
His opponent making his way right to the ring out of the blue corner from Riverside, California. Here is Oscar Torres.
Starting to make a name for himself here in the double tree is Oscar Torres, undefeated 5-0. Coming into Fuerza Regida's song, El Dinero Los Cambió. The money changed them. That's what the name of the song is.
That's the name of the song?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Shazam told me.
Shazam told you, okay.
I'm familiar with Shazam. Torres, 6'4",
Yeah.
but only 216.
Yeah,
You got to follow him.
You almost think that he could make cruiserweight limit if he wanted to.
He actually told me that he lost weight. He weighed himself 225 the other day, woke up, and he lost 5 pounds overnight.
Wow.
I'm like, you got the wrong metabolism, bro.
Yeah.
Sell whatever you got.
Well, I like what I see from him, though.
Yep. Sonny Franco, bring him in.
Once again, a very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, and fight fans joining us around the world on ThompsonBoxing.com. We will continue on with the next bout of the evening, scheduled for 4 rounds of action in the heavyweight division. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring the bout, should it go the distance, are Carla Cais, Jerry Cantu, and Fernando Villarreal. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Rudy Barragan. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stepped to the ring tonight wearing the blue trunks with black. When he stepped onto the scale, he went in officially at 255 pounds even. As a professional, his record stands 0 wins against 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us tonight from Baja California, Ensenada, Mexico, introducing Angel Ruiz. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner. He stepped in the ring tonight wearing the blue trunks with silver and white. When he stepped onto the scale, he went in officially at 216.7 solid pounds. Tonight, he enters the ring undefeated. 5 wins with 0 losses. 2 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from Riverside, California, by way of Rialto, California, here is Oscar Torres. Once again, your referee in charge, Rudy Barragan, to give the final instructions.
4 rounds. Southpaw tempo. Péguese y escuchen a todos tiempos. Good luck.
Rudy Barragan, the 3rd man in the ring. We're ready for the heavyweight. Scheduled for 4 rounds, Doug.
Yeah, Torres is 2 years older, but he's 3 inches taller, and he has the decided reach advantage.
Big boy, 6'4", 6'1".
Hey, Ruiz has the weight advantage.
Yes, he does.
Let's see if he can put that to good use. Somehow I don't think so.
Ruiz in black and blue. Torres, white and blue.
Torres real mobile. I like his balance. I like his agility. And I like his hand speed. Those are things that I noted when we saw him in April against Thomas Hawkins.
Yep. Ruiz was a basketball player in high school at Rialto High.
Oh, no way. That's a knockdown. See, you got to keep your concentration. You got to be focused. Torres seems unharmed.
Yeah. He had his hands up. He said he got pushed. As the fighter from Ensenada just coming in bull rushing.
Hey, don't mess with chubby heavyweights with the last name Ruiz, man. They bring the ruckus.
They bring the ruckus. Yeah, I don't think there's much boxing skill behind Ruiz. I mean, he's 25 and he's got the hair receding hairline
He
going.
does not look like he's 25. He looks 45. He looks, I'm thinking Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
He's got that thing going for him.
I mean, there's balding, but hey, I ain't saying nothing from over here.
Yeah.
As Torres lands the hook. Yeah, there's not much skill behind Alan Ruiz except the big right hand. He's trying to look, this is not going to go for, I don't know who or what, but this is not.
Ruiz has got the crowd into this fight right now. And for that, I thank him. That's what it's all about.
Henry Ramirez trains Oscar Torres, who hits the deck for the first time. He's undefeated, 5-0, 2-0. The boxer is Torres. The slugger is Ruiz. And Ace of SoCal, what's up, La Bufadora, huh?
It's a nice jab to the chest from Torres, and if he's the boxer, he needs to get that jab working.
Iram Sanchez, you didn't give Ruiz a chance, homie. None of you guys did. Relax. Don't even tell me like you did.
I know.
Relax.
How many people are lying about picking Angel Ruiz to beat Anthony Joshua?
As far as picking Angel Ruiz, I got the bet slip that says I did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
did?
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
We bet the KO.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, props to you.
Yeah. We could have bet a lot of money, but the Ace of SoCal chickened out. It said,
Nice
big
right
right.
hand.
Big guy from Torres. From Ensenada, the home of papas and beer, is Alan Ruiz. He got checked with the right hand. Yeah,
Allen is slowed down. Oh, nice body shot from Torres. It's still Ruiz's round, though, because of the knockdown.
Yes, it is.
Maybe not 10-8, but it's Ruiz's round.
Solid right by Ruiz. Body shot Ruiz. That stung Ruiz. Torres answering. As Ruiz walks back right in front of us, we're right here. He's right here, and he takes a deep breath.
Yes, he's tired.
Oh, let's see what you guys are saying on the Facebook. Colin McLeod, Homer Simpson. Yeah, that's a good one, Doug. Ernie Haynes.
Experience Makita's cordless string trimmer. Get unstoppable power without the hassles of gas. And trim non-stop for over a mile. Now get 2 extra free batteries.
All right.
Let's look at the highlights, Doug.
All right, Ruiz is in, he's out, and he lunged in with like a low-held left. It was kind of like a half left hook. It didn't have a lot of force behind it either, but you know he snuck Torres with it. It was enough to knock an off balance and unaware Torres down.
Ernie Haynes, don't mess with men with ball spots. We dangerous. Scott King, no way he's 25. Orlando Bermudez, let me translate it. All the gorditos dream of being Andy Ruiz.
Alan Ruiz has Andy Ruiz fever.
Hey, look, we're not laughing at all. We're like giving him a lot of credit, but it's Alan Ruiz. It's lacking boxing skills. Give him a lot of credit for getting in the ring. But let me tell you, the notes that Pierre Casintas for Thompson's Boxing's PR staff sends us, Ruiz had nothing on there.
There was nothing.
He's the man from parts unknown.
Ruiz should try that sort of sneaky left uppercut, left hook hybrid punch again.
Matt McKinney.
Yeah,
He
tried it. It didn't work this time.
Yeah. Matt McKinney, this is entertaining. We'll say it that way. And there's a guy who's 5-0 in Torres. Ruiz 0-1.
Ruiz is so tired.
And down goes Ruiz.
And that was more from fatigue than the impact of the punches, I believe. I think he's had enough.
Yep. He's looking in his corner. Rudy, are you okay? Oscar blesses himself, trying to finish it.
going
Overhand
down.
right.
Hey, credit to Ruiz. He's going to go down swinging. He's got a lot of spirit, not a lot in the way of skills, technique, or athleticism.
And he's covering up. He's going turtle.
Oh,
body shot.
That's it.
Yeah, he ain't getting enough from that.
Spit your mouthpiece out.
He's in his corner like, yeah, he spit it out.
Right on.
He's in his corner like, help me out here, guys.
He's trying.
You want to keep going? Yeah.
No.
He has no mouthpiece.
No. Oh, dear.
He's got heart, Ruiz.
He really does. A lot of spirit.
Somebody stop him. He's gassed. No mouthpiece. He spit it out. More body.
Yeah, Torres should aim for that midsection. It's an ample target. And it'll do the trick. Those body shots will do the trick. There we go.
Final seconds of the round. Ruiz trying to hold on.
Wow. I can't believe Ruiz made it out of the second round. Right cross landed by Torres. Torres feints with the jab. He's feinting with his feet now and lands a beautiful left hook to the body that puts Ruiz down. That was the second knockdown, I believe. Feints again. Torres making nice use of feints. This is another angle of that second knockdown. And that was a nice left hook to the liver area. Kudos to Ruiz for getting up from that.
Troy Williams, what's happening in Stockton? Hey, there's a fight going to Stockton pretty soon, isn't there? All right. Alan Ruiz, a lot of heart. He's going to come out to the third round.
I can't believe he's made it into the third round.
He's been looking at his corner.
And I'm a little surprised the referee allowed it to go into the third round, but that's my opinion.
He goes down one more, they should stop it.
Absolutely.
But hey, Ruiz did knock down Torres in the first. One more wing and punch maybe. Does he have? Corner just told him, don't drop your hands.
I think Torres is at his best when he's working off a jab and when he punches in combination because he has nice hand speed.
Wing and hooks for the Ensenada fighter. But it's hitting all glove. Body shot from Torres.
Torres should concentrate on that body.
Sends him back, he drops.
That
Stop
right
it.
hand,
Stop it.
Yes, that landed right to the ear, right to the temple.
Yeah, commissioner's getting up. Corner has stopped it.
There's no need to
The corner is stopping it.
It's over.
The corner thought he's counting. It's done.
There we go. That's a KO.
Yep. Rudy Barragan was counting, but the corner had already told the commissioner, stop it. So they were stopping it no matter what. But Rudy didn't see it, so he kept on counting. Goes down to the KO. Oscar Torres gets his third KO. He's now 6-0.
And thanks to a gutsy effort from Alan Ruiz, we got an entertaining fight. Now, aesthetically speaking, it was not the sweet science, but it was entertaining. It was fun.
Ruiz, credit to you, young man, for getting in the ring. Oscar Torres.
Yes.
Gets off the canvas in the first. And he, Matt McKinley, don't go anywhere. We got 3 more fights your way. What are you talking about? Come back with the Lampago. Mario Hernandez and Richard Brewer. Don't go nowhere, bro. Don't be tripping. We got you. And for those of you guys from Midland, Texas, it's Friday. You know what that means. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Right, Michael Dutchover? Is that how they say it in Texas?
Friday Night Lights, of course.
Is that what you you didn't play football, though?
That was my first sport, was football.
You did not. I can't believe Michael Dutchover from Midland, Texas, still has that Texas accent. You still fake it, huh?
It's in my blood, so.
You're not saying y'all.
Born and raised, y'all.
So Michael Dutchover, top prospect, you're going to be joining us for a little bit. Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about that shirt you're wearing.
Here.
We're talking about that shirt.
I told you I was going to look sharp.
You are looking sharp, but you're not looking as sharp as Sonny Franco. Is Sonny ready to go?
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes. 1 minute, 8 seconds of round number 3. Referee Rudy Barragan puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by way of a knockout and still undefeated from Riverside, California, Oscar Torres. Ladies and gentlemen, inside the ring at this time, present the winner with awards from Omega Products.
Let's check out what they're saying on the Facebook. Matt McKinney says, I only have 20% battery. I'm in Ensenada. Rosarito, slow internet. I'll be back in 40 minutes. All right. Francisco Salazar, what's happening? How many times did Torres drop Ruiz in the second round?
Twice.
Twice in the second.
Yeah, the first time he went down, it was like sheer exhaustion.
Yeah. So
The second time was the body shot.
So twice in the second round, Francisco, and the third round ended it.
Francisco's working on his report right now.
There he is.
He's the hardest working man in boxing.
All right,
right
Bethel
there.
Durant, Doug Fisher, and Michael Dutchover, undefeated from Midland, Texas, now training in Southern California. Dutchover, let's talk about the shirt here. You told me, you sent me a message, you say you're going to look sharp tonight.
Yeah, this is my summer revive right now,
Yeah.
Southern California.
Okay, we'll give you the California. Do you guys like his shirt? I'll go with it right now. Now, you saw Doug in New York.
Yep.
Yeah, at the boxing writers dinner.
Yep.
All right.
He's got some heat going right now.
Why?
Showbox, Showtime. When you knock people out on Showtime, you look good on Showtime, you get a buzz in the boxing industry. You're no longer a Thompson Boxing, Southern California, or Midlands, Texas secret. The secret gets
out of
out.
there.
Yeah, it's out of the box now.
Had you ever been to New York before?
That was my first time in New
okay.
York. Yeah.
So I know you had a lot of suits. You went to the Rocky Stairs.
We went to the Rocky Stairs, seen the Rocky Balboa statue, ran up the stairs. Had my
mandatory.
first Philly cheesesteak.
Did you?
So everything.
Those are
it
good.
It was a great experience.
You had a Philly cheesesteak?
Philly cheesesteak.
That means you don't have a fight coming up then, huh?
No. Soon, I'm still in the gym. We're staying ready.
Of course you are.
So
Did you go to Geno's or Pat's?
we went to Geno's.
All right, all right. I went to both. Yeah, there you go. So Michael Dutchover is here with us right now. What do you have planned anytime soon? What are they telling you?
We're shooting for August or September right now.
Good.
We're staying ready in the gym. Just being prepared. I'm gonna be 100% prepared for my next fight. And I'm in the gym right now with my coach Danny and my strength and conditioning coach Jerry Arias, and we're just staying ready. I want to have a big performance in my next fight.
Will your next fight be a 10-rounder?
We don't know yet.
Was your last fight scheduled for 8 rounds?
It was scheduled for 8 rounds.
So you're still at the 8-round level right now.
So go back and check out Dutchover's fight. It was on Showbox. You're legit when you have Barry Tompkins, Raul Marquez. You have
those guys are great.
Steve Farhood. Those guys were great. And I told you, your goal is to no longer have us announcing your fights. Nothing against us, 'cause we're really good.
Oh, y'all are the best. Best duo in boxing right
But there's levels to this.
Yeah.
If you get on Showtime, we don't work that. We want you.
Yeah.
We don't ever want to announce your fight again, okay? So that's the goal for you. You want to come and sit with us, but you don't ever want to have fights in front of us. So, Michael Dutchover, why don't you hang around for the first round of the next fight? Because people are arguing about you on Facebook. I'll let you know why.
Oh,
yeah. What? Oh, okay. Well, then real quick, look.
I can chill.
You ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Mark
Abrams. All
Abrams.
night.
Mark Abrams.
Mark.
Yeah. Michael Dutchover is the man. We enjoyed him in Philly and New York a couple weeks ago. Ryan Schuler. Most knowledgeable fans know that Dutchover is a top prospect. Lily Aloha going, Dutchover is underrated. Lily, for whatever you do, Lily, don't ever look at boxing commentary. Like, if you have an opinion. Doug deals with this all the time. If you got an opinion, you know what's up.
Is he Dutch?
Oh, right.
I'm Mexican and Belgian.
Angel Ruiz, you got to. We'll tell the Dutchover story
One
later.
day you'll fight there.
He's not Dutch. He's from Texas. Sonny Franco.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans, we have a very special presentation for a very fitting cause. Ladies and gentlemen, the young man I'm about to bring inside the ring has accomplished some amazing things in his fighting career. At just 29 years old, ladies and gentlemen, this fighter has taken the boxing world by storm. He's fought in the United States. He's fought across the pond in Japan. He is known the world around. And tonight, he's here with us this evening to get a very special, very deserved belt. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor at this time to welcome into the ring the two-time current WBA IBF Super Bantamweight Champion of the World, Danny the Babyface Assassin Roman.
Look at this. They brought a mariachi just for Danny Roman.
There we go.
That's pretty cool. So that's his official belt, and Danny will be joining us right now. Now, Dutchover, you know Danny, right?
Oh, yeah.
We were there
Yeah.
at the forum, Doug's backyard, watching that fight.
Great fight. That was one of the best fights I've seen live. Probably my best fight that I've ever seen live, and not on just on TV.
Yeah, and it's definitely like a fight of the year candidate.
Fight of the year.
It stands up.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be talking. I wish we were just messing around on my Instagram Live right now. Let's see what else we're saying. Ace of SoCal. Tell Dutchover Ace said what's up.
What's
the
up,
real
Ace?
Ace. You know Danny hates this right here, right? All this attention, walking around. Like,
He's shy. Painfully shy.
like, he's
But
like,
I think
Ladies
that's
and
one of his
gentlemen, put your hands
endearing
together
qualities.
once again,
Really-
the
really live up to his
two-time
name.
current WBA IBF Super Bantamweight Champion of the World, Danny the Babyface Assassin Roman.
they're not going to make him talk, are they?
No,
Are they gonna
ladies
interview
and
him?
gentlemen, tonight the champion is receiving his IBF Championship, a world belt, and is being presented by President of Thompson Boxing Promotions, Mr. Ken Thompson.
Well, Danny, this is the greatest day of our lives. Be able to present to you the IBF Championship belt. You are the greatest fighter in the world today. The Babyface Assassin, born and raised in the LA, and we're here to welcome you. Thank you, Danny, for bringing it home.
Danny Roman receiving his IBF Championship belt. Also inside the ring, receiving medals, his manager, Mr. Eddie Gonzalez, and trainer, Mr. Kenny Wilson. A fantastic team have taken the championship. They brought it home to California. We're so very proud. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for the champion and his championship team, Danny, the Babyface Assassin Roman.
What belts are those, Doug?
Now, real quick, champ.
The WBA,
You've had
IBF.
4 title defenses. There have been fighters who thought they could take these belts away from you, and you've denied them time and time again. What do you have to say to all of these fans who follow your career from the very start, no matter where you go?
First of all, I want to thank my promoter, Thompson, my team, my manager, Eddie Gonzalez, Team Roman, and my family. My father always supports me. I'm happy to be here. Everybody that keeps supporting me since I was fighting here. So I'm excited, and especially receive my IBF in my home here in Ontario, Thompson's Boxing. So I'm excited. Don't give up on your dreams. They come true. I never give up, and I'm not going to give up anytime soon.
Well said, champ. Well said. Last question. What is next for the champion and his career?
I'll fight anybody that they put in front of me. But I want to go for the rest of the belt. That's right. The rest of the champions, the WBO Navarrete or the WBC Vargas.
You heard him, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to unify the belts and bring all the belts in the championship right here to California. Ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to seeing you again. Congratulations on your success. We're going to be following you. How about a big round of applause one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for the 2-time world champion, Danny, the Babyface Assassin Roman!
There you go. Danny Roman, 2 belts. He's going to walk over here real quick, Dutchover. You know him, you see him, but I know you're staring at those belts, man.
Yeah, I'm going to get one of those myself very soon.
it's a one thing when you know somebody who's
Not
done
one.
it.
I don't want just one. I take that back. You know?
Oh, you're greedy.
Yeah.
It's good to be greedy in boxing.
But knowing him and knowing that
Yeah,
you see what he does.
And his story is a great one.
But for you, though, and you worked with him,
Yeah.
like knowing you can be that close, how much more motivating does that make you?
Oh, it's great motivation just being where I'm from. You know, just like Danny, you know, you start, like he said, you know, with hard work, you can make your dreams come true. And, you know, I've been in the ring with him. I've had the pleasure of sparring with him and learning experiences from him. And, you know, and not just inside the ring, outside the ring, too. He preaches to me, you know, just about the game. And it's not just about boxing. It's about bringing more than boxing also, you know, giving back to your hometown, which he does a lot. And, you know, I love doing that also. And giving back to the needy, you know, and it's just that's one
you
thing
do
I
a
wanna
great
bring.
job, Dutch. Over you actually went down to Ensenada, the orphanage, Journey of Love. He went down. He and Ruben Torres, while they were in camp, Doug, with Zoe, Chef Zoe, they were cooking, making hamburger. But they're in camp and trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
These guys are so disciplined.
That takes discipline.
They took their own meals down with them, and they helped 100 kids at this orphanage. So that's over
great.
great for
That's
you.
beautiful.
I know you got to get going because you don't like talking to us. And tomorrow you're running Mount Baldy, right?
Yes.
So-
Mount Baldy.
Good luck to you with the Mount Baldy 3,000 miles.
I'll see you there if you want. You can join us.
If I wasn't gonna sleep in, I'd so be there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta wake up at 5 in the morning.
Exactly. Dutch over. Appreciate you all. Your social media, Michael, is?
M Dutch Over Box on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter, M Dutch Over Box, and Michael Dutch Over on Facebook.
And for the record, he is Dutch, but like his great grandfather was working the Pony Express. Jerry Dutch over your dad told me. So that's where the name comes from.
Yeah.
But then, you know, like everybody else, you find a hot Latina, and the next thing you know,
Yeah, you never know.
you become Mexican and you're from Texas, and then that's where the family line. So he is Mexican there. The name is Dutch over.
I'm a proud Mexican American, and I have Belgian in my blood. You know, I'm proud to my heritage, and you know,
It's
proud of
good,
my
though.
hometown.
It's kind of unique.
It's unique.
Yeah, the
I had
Dutch over.
plenty of stories on that back in my amateur days.
Right.
With my last
Wait,
name
you
Dutch
were
over.
Michael Dutch over? Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah, and it's funny in the amateurs, you know, you have brackets and the names and stuff, and whenever I didn't have a name, they would say, "Oh, I got this Dutch over guy." You know, that sounds like an easy fight. And until they got in the ring with me.
Well, don't change it to Gomez because everybody has it, no matter what. Dutch over, appreciate you as always. A lot of things coming up from Young Prospect, and also hello to Artie Palillo. Banner
up, Artie?
Promotions.
Banner
Yeah,
Promotions.
Oh, man,
take
that's
care of you. Dutch over. Tell Ruben Torres we want to talk to him too.
All right.
Because you know
Gotcha.
Danny's going to come over and talk to us for about 2 minutes, and then Sal Sanchez going to talk to us for a minute. So
Sounds
Ruben
good.
likes to talk. But you said sometime later this fall, a big show.
Yes.
All right.
And you're still at 135, lightweight
Yes.
division. All
Lightweight
right.
division.
Look out.
That's a
Michael
heavy
Dutch over.
division.
Yeah,
And I'm
135-pound
coming. I'm
division.
Hey, are you going to
Is
have a
stacked with young
Whataburger?
talent.
Whataburger tonight?
I don't think they have Whataburger here in California.
Yeah, because
but
they're smart. They
need
have
to.
In-N-Out, all right?
They need to
Get
make
out of
one.
here.
Might
Get
be
out of
good.
here.
I'm gonna go talk to.
Go
In-N-Out.
talk to him. Get out of here. See you,
you,
Michael.
guys.
Appreciate it. We mess with it because we love him. Good kid right there. Seen him since he actually before he turned pro. I actually saw him at Sarabia's gym in Pico Rivera. He was actually sparring Chipa Gonzalez at that
That's
time.
where I first saw his name on the dry erase board. I'm like,
Yeah.
who's Michael Dutch
I
over?
did the same thing. Sonny Franco, you know his name.
Let's get you going once again. Please welcome out of the red corner from Distrito Federal, Mexico. Here is Victor Trejo Lobo Garcia.
Our third fight of the night coming your way. Tigres del Norte, Jefe de Jefes. I don't have to Shazam that one. I know it.
Yeah, that one you know. If you're a boxing fan, you're at least familiar with this
Oh,
song.
yeah. Tigers of the North. Big boxing fans. I remember seeing them after the Canelo fight, Canelo Cotto.
Right.
Was it Canelo Cotto? Yeah, Canelo Cotto. Where they were in the audience with the media watching the press conference, like just hanging out. This is our third fight of the night. 2 more to go. After this, Richard Brewer, then Angel Ruiz.
Now, Garcia doesn't have the record of Mario Hernandez, but he's more experienced, and he has been in with better opposition.
Comes to us from Mexico City.
And you can tell by his bone structure, he's not a natural bantamweight, probably a natural flyweight or super flyweight.
Out of the blue corner from Santa Ana, California, here is Mighty Mario Hernandez. Hernandez.
From Santana, California, TKO Boxing, Mario Hernandez suffered his first loss not too long ago. He's back in the ring today.
And he is a natural bantamweight, but he's very short for the weight. He's just a squat, thick guy. Yeah, but I think he's 5'3", so he's short even for bantamweight.
Yeah, he comes to us, born in Teocaltiche, Jalisco, México. Y saludos a toda la gente que nos está mirando en el Teocaltiche. They're watching us down there. Teocaltiche, about what, hour and a half east of Guadalajara. I've driven by there y sí conozco el lugar. Voy a ir en junio. Mis papás son de Nochislan, which is not too far from there. Santa Ana works at UC Irvine. Excellent trainer in his corner.
Hector Lopez.
Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome fight fans. Join us around the world on ThompsonBoxing.com. We move on to the next bout of the evening, scheduled for 6 rounds of action in the bantamweight division. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring the bout should it go the distance are Carla Caiz, Jerry Cantu, and Fernando Villarreal. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Raul Caiz Sr. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He steps in the ring tonight wearing the gray camo trunks. When he stepped onto the scale, he went in officially at 116.2 pounds. Tonight, his record consists of 28 fights, including 16 victories against 11 defeats with 1 bout even. 8 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, de Distrito Federal, Mexico, introducing Victor Lobo Garcia. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner. He steps in the ring tonight wearing the camera trunks with red. When he stepped onto the scale, he went in officially at 116.4 already pounds. As a professional, he has 10 fights to his credit, including 8 victories against 1 defeat with 1 bout even. 3 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from Santa Ana, California, introducing Mighty Mario Hernandez. Once again, your referee in charge, Raul Caiz Sr. to get the final instructions.
Ok, muchachos, les di las instrucciones de abajo. Golpes aquí están perfectamente bien. Dense la mano y buena suerte los dos.
Third man in the ring, Raul Caiz Sr. Let's look at the tail of the tape, Doug.
Yeah, they're the same height. Garcia has the decided reach advantage, and he's 2 years younger at age 26.
Mike Brown watching us in Auburn, California. Appreciate you as always. Jim Boone, KO tickets, the man, the myth, the legend who takes amazing pictures of us. If you want to see the screenshot he got of me and my 8 chins, go to KO tickets on Twitter. Love you, Jim Boone. We'll see you soon. Joined now by WBA and IBF champion Danny Roman. Danny, we're not going to keep you that long because I know you hate talking, but you do have a fresh haircut from RC. Appreciate it. You've been here before in this venue.
Yes.
You fought before. But to walk around with 2 belts, Danny, how cool is that?
Oh man, it's a great experience, especially here, the people that saw me coming up. And like, I never thought I was especially 2 titles.
Yeah, the people who saw you coming up, but the people who also saw you get cut by Thompson. Like, Thompson had you at one point. You weren't developing. They let you go, and you said it in the ring. Keep chasing your dreams. Where do you get that attitude from, Danny?
I get it from my family. We never give up. We always try to achieve our best, give our best on everything. So that's in my blood. So everything I do, I don't give up, and I don't plan on giving up.
And at some point, you turned the corner. When was it that you had that showbox date? I think you were in with an undefeated fighter.
Was that in New Jersey?
Yes.
Atlantic City, right?
It was on the East Coast, and people looked at the 2 losses on your record and said, okay, well, he's the guy who's supposed to lose. That obviously didn't happen. But from that point, you got on the board. And the great thing is from that point on, every fight you had, you improved. And you upped it. And I literally watched you on, maybe with that fight, you got like at number 10 in Ring Magazine's junior featherweight rankings. And each fight after that, when you got your world title and you traveled to Japan, you kept climbing in there. And at some point, this is like even 2 years ago, members of the ratings panel are like, hey, move Danny ahead of Diego De La Hoya, a guy where, 6 months to a year ago, they would have said, oh, Diego De La Hoya is the future champion. Danny Roman, local guy, maybe a fun
He's a club fighter.
He's a fun TV fighter, that kind of thing.
Wait, did you knock that guy out in Atlantic City?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
That
He
was
stopped him.
the prospect from Texas, right?
Yes.
You
Texas.
don't even know his name anymore, huh?
No,
I-
I
Well,
know his
he's
name.
in the
His
real-
name is
it's in the
Adam
rearview
Lopez.
mirror.
Oh, Adam Lopez.
Yeah, there you go. Adam Lopez, that's right.
That's
exactly.
right.
But the great thing is you're now number 1. You're our number 1 122-pounder. You're ahead of guys like the great Guillermo Rigondeaux, a legendary amateur. Ray Vargas, who's undefeated and has a world title. Obviously, Navarrete, who had the 2 wins over Isaac Dagbo. How satisfying is that to climb the ladder?
I mean, it wasn't easy, but we
Right.
did it, and like that's when you feel like you achieve a lot.
That's the voice of Danny Roman, WBA and IBF 122-pound champion. The Ace of SoCal says Danny had a Fight of the Year candidate with TJ.
I agree.
But then you guys see each other in Vegas the next week? What
Yes,
are you doing? You're walking around, you see him?
No, yeah, we were like walking around. We were gonna get something to eat, and we met each other. He saw me first. He said, Danny. He kept on screaming, and I looked around. And I was like, oh my God. What?
You guys still had the facial lacerations and the
Yes.
bruises and everything. And it was less than 1 week. That was like
Yes.
fight week for Canelo Jacobs, right? Yeah.
Danny, Ray Vargas is fighting July 13th at StubHub. I know it's not your style to call people out or anything like that. You're not going to do it. But if you had to pick one guy, who would it be?
Ray Vargas.
Why him?
I mean, he's proved he got. I believe this is gonna be his 5th or 6th defense.
Yeah,
So-
he's had a lot of defenses. He's undefeated. And he's a challenge, right? It's as tall as he is and
Yes.
rangy, and he can fight on the inside too. And Nacho Beristain is his trainer. That doesn't hurt.
I mean,
right?
so that's a great guy. Even I don't take nothing from Navarrete. I mean, he proved that he got what
he's
it
a
takes.
real
So
guy.
either of the both, the first one that they'll say yes, accept the challenge, we'll make it.
Yeah,
I
Danny
hope it can
Roman,
happen.
he'll fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. He doesn't talk much, but he's getting better at interviews. I like that, Danny. You're smooth. Have you bought a car yet, Danny?
No, not yet.
Oh,
hopefully,
wow.
hopefully by no.
He has a
if
car.
Okay, a new car, you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you had no car.
He has
What?
one.
That's a story right there.
He has one, but it's like, what, 15 years old?
I respect
Hey.
that.
Hey, I got an 11-year-old car. We're good.
Yeah.
But you're all right. So you're not going to spending all your money anywhere, right?
No, hopefully
That's wise.
by this year I can get myself a house.
Oh, really?
So that's my goal for it. Hopefully this year or the beginning of next year.
Good. Buy the house, not a car. Don't buy jewelry. Well, you don't wear anything. why am I talking to you? You're good. As he slips down right now. Danny, we'll let you go enjoy the night. Appreciate you always stopping
Thank
by.
you.
It'll always looking smooth.
Thanks, champ.
Hey,
Thank you.
real quick though. So where the belt's gonna go?
I mean, I don't want to sound like where I live is kind of hot right now, so I'm gonna leave them with my manager.
Okay,
Yes.
that's smart, man.
We'll build a trophy case
No.
because you're going to add to the collection.
Here's what you do, Danny. You buy that house and you build the room for that stuff. Right now, focus on the future, Danny. Appreciate it as
Yes.
always. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Campeón.
Beto, thank you, Doug.
One of the
you.
nicest persons you'll ever meet. Not in the sport, just as a human. One of the nicest kids you'll meet. Very humble. And you hear it. I'm gonna leave it with my coach. Still lives at the house he grew up on. He's like I kind of was messing with it a little bit with the car, but you looks like a car that a teenager would drive as their first
right.
car.
Yeah, well,
But the thing is, I asked him. He's like, look, it drives. It gets me to the gym.
yeah.
That's
he's-
the attitude.
He remains grounded despite the trajectory that he's on. and
He's
the
a
status that he's earned.
He's a 2-time world champion.
Yeah, no, a unified champion. Very rare in men's boxing
He
right
doesn't
now.
care about his logo. He has other people do it for him. His thing is, let me walk in a ring and fight. I don't care about other stuff. Love that attitude about it. Mario Hernandez in there, orthodox fighter. He's got the red gloves. Southpaw is
I
Victor
scored the
Garcia.
opening round for Hernandez. He's looking good, but Garcia has given him some professional resistance, as our good friend Steve Kim would say, here in the second round.
Buckeye, Arizona. What's happening, Norm Boger? Appreciate you as always. Is that your father-in-law? No way. California's father-in-law. Way to support the kid. Hey, your son-in-law, great guy. He's lost some weight too. Looking smooth.
Joe Cortez, former international boxing referee for Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world, and of course, the boxing capital of the world. Here at Heads Up, make sure that June 22nd from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. have the 1-year anniversary of Heads Up, and of course, the ribbon cutting for the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. Don't miss it. We'll have world champions from boxing will be here, myself as a celebrity host, and many others. June 22nd, 6 p.m. here at the Boulevard Mall. Don't miss it. It's a knockout.
Mario Hernandez, mighty. Getting work done. TKO Gym in Santana, also the home of Alexis Rocha and Ronnie Rios, who will be fighting July 13th at Dignity Health Park.
I'm glad you remembered it, because
Yeah.
I can't commit that to memory for whatever
Yeah,
reason.
it's tough. I also host a Chargers postgame show on AM 570 Radio, and I got to get used to saying that because that's what the Chargers play. So
Right.
it's ugh. Coming up after this one, Richard Brewer, then Angel Ruiz.
Hernandez looks like he's concentrating more on his boxing than the pressure and the aggression that I saw in his fight from a couple months ago.
End of the month, Thompson Boxing on the road. Northern California will see you in Sacramento. Pedro Moreno as Garcia, El Lobo, the Wolf, is trying to get dirty. In there with Mario Hernandez, mixing it up, scuffling inside.
Yeah, Garcia began to assert himself in the previous round, going to the body and trying to apply pressure. And these guys are trading with some nice shots right now. Trading on even terms, winning close.
Thanks to everybody watching on the Facebook and YouTube streams. You guys share. High-end hydraulics looking for Mario Hernandez. That's who they're supporting. Hernandez started boxing in his 20s. Would go to the gym. Saw they had something with him. Turned pro. As I mentioned, works at UC Irvine. Maintenance. G2G Boxing Club. Mario making this fight harder than it should be. Garcia, the southpaw, giving him different looks.
Garcia's an experienced guy. And it looks like Garcia's punches carry a little bit more pop on them than Hernandez's.
Garcia, 16-11-1, Mexico City. Hernandez with the red gloves, 8-1-1. Light hands, only 3 stoppages.
Oh, but that punch hurt Garcia.
Yeah, it did.
It was a lead right hand.
And he's bringing it. Putting the pressure is Hernandez as Garcia's trying to hold on. Hernandez trying to unload. He's got him close, and he goes down.
Garcia says he was shoved.
He might have
He's
been.
not happy about that.
He was all out of whack.
He was definitely buzzed.
Ruled a knockdown.
Man, the sweat just exploded
it
off
did.
of Garcia's head when that lead right landed from Hernandez.
Final seconds of the third round. Solid round for mighty Mario Hernandez. This was scheduled for 6, the Doubletree in Ontario.
Garcia still on wobbly legs as he went back to his stool.
Angel Diaz, you're not the only one.
Let's get a look at this. Now, this was the follow-up after he stunned Garcia. This is a knockdown that Hernandez got just from an accumulation of punches, kind of shoving him. Garcia not happy that it was called a knockdown.
Experience Makita's cordless string trimmer. Get unstoppable. Experience Makita's cordless string trimmer.
Hernandez with his trainer. I like it to see Hector with his traditional Patriots cap.
Always.
Always. Scott King, what's happening? Got 2 more fights after this. Richard Brewer, the co-main. Cool Breeze. Then Angel Ruiz, the main event. All I know is that the YouTube comments are way different than the Facebook comments, so we'll keep reading the Facebook ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, YouTube's a little more of a wild kingdom.
Woo-wee. 4th round is scheduled for 6. Fernandez checking in. You guys share? It's about to be 9:30 on the West Coast. Thompson Boxing, we're going to go to Sacramento. 2 fights in a month. Always get a good crowd up there.
That's a fight town.
Yeah, I remember Tony the Tiger Lopez, right?
That's right. Yeah, he was in the Arco Arena. That's right. He would pack them in.
I just remember
Those were Don Shargan. May he rest in peace. Those were Shargan promotions.
I just remember
Bobby Chacon was popular up in Sacramento at one point, late in his career.
Those were in the 80s, right?
Yeah, that's the 80s.
Good right hand from Hernandez. I remember for some reason watching those on Saturday afternoons.
Yes, that's when they would broadcast.
They were they on Channel 7 or ABC?
No, sometimes NBC. I remember.
Is that Freddie Pacheco?
Well, Freddie Pacheco with God, I forgot who his broadcast partner was. But those fights did great ratings, like Tony the Tiger Lopez versus Jorge Paez.
Yeah.
Summer of 1990.
I remember watching. It would be on Saturday afternoon, like 3 or something.
Yep.
That's when, because I wouldn't watch the pay-per-view fights because sometimes they don't take the little kids there.
Right.
So whatever was free. I remember Tony the Tiger Lopez. For some reason, I'm thinking of an outdoor venue. I don't know. The Fight Doctor, Freddie Pacheco.
Yes. But those were some fight of the years that Tony the Tiger had in Sacramento.
Yeah.
And of course, Diego Corrales came out of Sacramento.
Oh yeah.
There's a guy named what was his name? Lovato. I don't think of the guy.
Then when Oscar made his debut, wasn't he like on regular TV?
Now, well,
ABC Wide World of Sports. Did he fight on that?
Well, I know it was at the Forum.
Or early on in his career. For some reason,
some of his early bouts were on.
For some reason, television. I remember Dan Deerdorf doing boxing.
Yeah,
he did, right?
Yeah, he did. I think Deerdorf would work with Alex Walu, which means it was probably. I mean, it was ABC.
It was ABC Wide World of Sports. It would come on like at 4 o'clock, and I wasn't even 10 years old. I was little, and I just remember the sponsor of that, Doug, Schlitz Malt Liquor.
Oh yeah, okay. Now you're going back.
I've never seen it anywhere else, but the bull. Yeah, we'll keep talking about Metal Paez and the Schlitz Malt Liquor coming up soon.
Experience Makita's cordless outdoor power equipment. The string trimmer starts instantly. Get unstoppable power without the hassles of gas. And trim non-stop for over a mile. Now quieter than ever, the blower reaches speeds of 120 miles per hour. Use Makita's cordless products anytime, anywhere. One system, endless possibilities. Now get 2 extra free batteries.
As we head to the 5th round, Mario Hernandez, Victor Garcia going back and forth. All right, so you guys on Facebook, am I the only one? Do you guys remember this, or are you guys too young on the Facebook page? Like Dan Deerdorf, Schlitz Malt Liquor.
Deerdorf was good. He was a good commentator.
Yeah, I knew him as Monday Night Football. I just
Well, he loved boxing. He didn't take it too seriously, and because of that, and he was the athlete, you know, and Alex Walu was the boxing geek. He was the nerd. He was a bit uptight, and he was into all the details and all that kind of stuff. So they complemented each other. I thought it was a good combination.
So it's kind of like me and you.
I'm definitely the nerd.
You're not the geek. You're the historian.
Okay, I like
You're
that
the
better.
expert. Angel Ruiz. I miss HBO After Dark. Hearing Harold Letterman's voice, R.I.P. Love you guys. Appreciate it. But this is what we're doing. These kind of fights, it's like we're watching on the couch with you. You're watching a good scrap, two young fighters.
These are the kind of exchanges where either of these guys could get dropped or hurt.
Yep.
But it's Garcia who's been shook up, and I think is therefore more vulnerable for getting rocked or wobbled again.
Victor Garcia bleeding from the nose, the southpaw. Doug, all right, since people are bringing up Harold Letterman right now, Letterman was a pharmacist?
Yes, he was a pharmacist, a career pharmacist.
And then he was a referee before, or
no? He was a judge.
Oh, he was always a judge.
He started judging in the late '60s.
Late '60s.
And professionally on the world class level by the early '70s, and throughout the '70s and early '80s, he refereed. He judged a lot of top level fights, championship fights.
Yeah, there were so many cool obituaries about Harold Letterman, and I never got to know him the way you guys did. I would see him, I came in boxing 5 years ago. I would see him at fights, but he would always say hi.
Yes.
But I would always get there when HBO was doing their meetings.
Right.
So I never had a chance. I always wanted to pick his brain, just in general.
The best way to pick Harold's brain is just to talk about boxing. And if you want to learn about history, you just pick a decade and ask him who his favorite fighters were, and he would name, the notable fighters that everybody knows. But then he would name like 5 or 6 guys that you haven't heard of because they were like local guys. They were like club fighters that just happened to be his favorite. He loved club shows.
That's what I read in the obituaries. That
loved them.
If he was working a fight on Saturday,
yeah.
he's at a club show Friday, and it didn't matter
He would be here.
Really?
He would be here. If HBO had a big show tomorrow night, he would be here tonight, and he would love a fight like this. He liked guys like this.
Yeah.
He liked honest, hard-working pugs.
Pugs. That's what he look like right now. Mario Hernandez with the red gloves. Victor Garcia. Nose bloody. Hit the canvas earlier in the fight.
I still feel like Garcia has the sharper punches. Like there's more on his punches. But Hernandez is beating him to the punch and is landing more.
And was Ferdy Pacheco really a doctor?
Yeah, he was a doctor.
No
yes,
way.
He was an MD, absolutely. He had a private medical practice in Miami.
See, the sport of boxing, I'm gonna go on a tangent now. There are so many characters. Like, boxing is the only sport where anybody can become a manager.
That's true.
Anybody can be a cornerman. It doesn't matter.
Anybody can become an official.
Anybody can become an announcer. I'll tell you
that's
that.
true too.
I came from doing basketball and football to doing boxing. Coming up next, Richard Brewer, Antonio Duarte, and so Ferdy Pacheco was a legit doctor.
Yes, he was.
But
he was Muhammad Ali's personal physician.
That's
and
what
then,
it was.
And he became part of the team as being a cut man.
That's another thing. Anybody can be a cut man.
Yeah, that's true.
So many characters.
But the really good cut men and cornermen have the best stories in boxing.
Oh.
And they know a lot about the sport. The good ones.
Whenever we work a fight, Doug, I always go to the cut man and ask him, hey, how's he been? Because the cut man, they're not there in camp every single day. So they'll tell you, man, I don't know about tonight.
Right.
Like, hey, I don't know about this one right here. 6th and final round. Garcia's corner told them, go for it, that you're losing this fight. I was eavesdropping a little bit.
That's good advice. They're being honest with him.
Sanchez, you guys hiring? Nah, man, you can't afford the pay cut. Jay Hernandez, saludos vía Hidalgo, Jalisco, los Tapatíos.
That was a nice left hand landed by Garcia.
Y que vivan los charros también. Right, Ace? Los charros. Hernandez coming off a loss. Trying to see what you have in these young fighters. Looking solid tonight. Gets a very tough, rugged veteran. Club shows. Apply your trap.
Garcia's having a good round here.
Yep.
He really is. And I like his style. I like the way he fights. He's doing the great tradition of Mexico City proud. And Garcia's having a really good 6th and final round. I like the body work here that he's closing it out with. But the first half of this round has belonged to Garcia, and there's that overhand left again. He times it very well.
If Hernandez is not holding.
Yeah, Hernandez is feeling fatigue, and maybe he's been rocked or hurt a few times.
G2G boxing in Pomona, what's happening? You're not too far. How come you're not here?
Yeah, Pomona's just down the highway, right?
Yeah. Shout out Shea Mosley. And Jack.
Oh, yeah, that's the duo.
Shea, we saw Alfonso Gomez here earlier.
Yeah, it was good to see Alfonso.
Yeah. Contender alum. Fought Canelo at Staples.
I was there. He had his moments.
Yep.
It was a young. Oh, there's that left again. Now Hector Lopez is going to have some advice for Hernandez after this fight. Hernandez looked good for 5 rounds, and now he's getting touched up here in the 6th and final round. Good thing this is the final round.
30 seconds to go.
But we're seeing the experience, and it makes sense that a guy with as many pro fights and who's been in as tough as Garcia has been in, he's going to come alive in round 6, and he would probably be better in round 7 and 8 if there was a round 7 and 8. Luckily for Hernandez, there isn't.
Fight winding down. Good scrap between Mario Hernandez and Victor Trejo. 116 pounders. And that'll do it. Garcia's feeling pretty good about himself.
Yeah, he's amped up.
He did go down. It was ruled a knockdown.
And he's been fiery ever since that knockdown, even though he was legitimately hurt because his legs were unstable as he walked back to the corner. But he felt he was pushed to the canvas. So he came out and he fought the rest of this fight with a bit of a chip on his shoulder. And he knows how to fight. You can't judge a guy like Garcia by his record.
No.
He's very competent in there. He knows what he's doing. And very pleasing style, as does Hernandez, who has a very busy, aggressive boxing style.
No. We'll get him later. Main event. Get more. Pull him up. Yeah. As the judges are tallying it up, we're here ringside. Bethel Duran, Doug Fisher, joined now by another Thompson boxing prospect. Now this man isn't shy, but he just needs to get in the shot a little bit.
There he is.
There he goes. Ruben.
What's up, Ruben?
Ace
What's up, fellas?
Torres.
How we doing today?
We're going to get your microphone up there, and then I'll shake your hand. All right, so Ruben Torres, Santa Fe High alum, South Central. Met your mom and dad. You're good. What do you have coming up, man?
We're in preparation for the 26th of next month.
Okay.
I believe we'll be here back in Ontario.
Good.
At the DoubleTree. So hopefully both of y'all can be here.
Yes. July 26th?
Yes, sir.
Let me check my calendar. Yeah, I'm here.
I've already booked it.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yes.
Stick around, Ruben. Don't go anywhere. Sonny Franco's in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 exciting rounds of boxing action, to the judges' scorecards we go. Carla Caiz is at 57-56, while Jerry Cantu and Fernando Villarreal both sit about 59-54, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from Santa Ana, California, mighty Mario Hernandez.
Hey, saludos a Teocaltiche, Jalisco. Mario Hernandez, a unanimous decision. Had to earn it, Doug. It was a tough one.
He did. Now, I scored the fight like 2 of those judges where I just scored 1 round for Garcia, obviously the 6th round. On Caiz's scorecard, without that knockdown, it would have been a draw. So obviously she had 3 rounds apiece. So I can kind of see that, though, because of the action. It was very even action, but Hernandez had the edge, really, in the first 4 to 5 rounds.
Ruben Torres right over my shoulder. Ruben, what's your record?
9-0, 7 knockouts.
Wow, 9-0.
And one to watch. What's your weight class?
135. I'm a lightweight.
Yeah, and how tall are you?
6 feet.
You're
6
big
feet.
for a lightweight.
Yeah.
6 foot, 135. I'm 6'1", 225. as the chins are showing tonight.
That just means I got to hit the weight room. That's all that means.
No, it means I need to go run with you. Now, you're in camp with Michael Dutchover.
Yes,
We were talking with him earlier. Tell people about Dutchover. He won't brag about himself. He won't do it. But this kid works, doesn't he?
Humble beast. He be mad at me because I'm not waking up ready to go run with him. He's an early bird. I'm a night owl. It's like, this is crazy. But hardest working man I know. He pushes me. He pushes me to be a even better fighter.
And obviously, you guys spar together.
Oh
You're in
yeah,
the same weight class.
we've been sparring. We don't spar too much,
right?
Just because I don't know, that's not something that our trainer looks for.
I got you.
He wants us to get different work in the gym.
Right.
But we get working here and there.
But it's good.
Fun.
I mean,
it's
you motivate each other just training.
Oh yeah, it's always fun because
together.
we get to we basically do the same thing in training camp. So when we get in the ring, it's basically like what we know before we started training together. So it's always fun and it motivates us. Sometimes I'll get the best of him, I'll get the best of me. He'll hit me with a shot, and I'll be like, man, like I seen him working on it. I should have known.
Right.
But
Well, you guys also have the same strength and conditioning coach, Jerry
Yes,
Arias,
sir.
at
Shout
Titan Edge, so
out
they're
Titan
around
Edge
it
and Coach Jerry.
all the time. Don't you get tired of them?
Nah, not
No,
at all.
I'm talking about Dutchover. Don't you see him too much?
No, I even because like you got to think about it. He's here from Texas, so it's I don't know. It's on me. I feel like it's on me because I'm his teammate. So I try to take him out. Like whenever I go places with my family, like I invite him and stuff because he really does. Honestly, he doesn't have nobody else here.
Yeah,
but
that's cool. He does.
So
He's out here by himself, living in the garage.
We're his family, so
Yeah.
we try to treat him like that.
That's how it should be. Yeah, the gym, teammates, gym mates should
Literally,
be a family.
7 days a week, I see Michael.
For folks who haven't seen you fight, how would you describe your style?
I feel like I'm evolving as a fighter. At first, I was a power fighter, so I was in there taking people out quick. With this last fight, you've seen a little bit of the technical part. I showcased my skills a little more. So yeah.
Corona, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, last month. So I'll boxer punch you. I'm tall, like you said, I'm tall, so I like to use my distance and fight behind the jab.
What do you take away from going the distance in your last fight?
I felt great. Going the full 6 rounds. I mean, we sparred, we were ready for 8. But it's levels to this, so we understand, and I just felt that I'm ready for 6, and I could possibly go to 8 if I need to.
Right. The voice of Ruben Torres, Hunnit Torres, if you guys want to follow him on social media, as the crowd is going crazy because they're throwing out T-shirts. And whenever they throw out T-shirts,
myself.
My God! She actually threw one at you. You're really trying to. Listen, is she gonna throw it to you? Is she gonna throw it to you? No. Is she gonna throw it to you? No chance here. Everybody goes crazy for a free shirt. They do. We have 2 more fights coming your way. Next one is Richard Brewer. Then after Angel Ruiz. Let's see. Let's see if that. Is she gonna throw it to you?
Yeah, she threw it.
Did you get a hat?
Yeah.
Did you get it? Locked it up. Now go give it to a kid, man.
I'm gonna have to.
You have to. Ruben Torres join us right now, and it is getting loud inside the DoubleTree in Ontario. Hey, what's it like fighting in here? Like, this is where they do quinceañeras and graduation parties and weddings.
Crazy. It's so intimate in here. Like, you can literally, I mean, you try as a fighter to not pay attention to anybody that's saying stuff in the ring, but you can hear it all, man. In the ring. If somebody says something ridiculous, like hit him in the face, like, no, what do you think I'm trying to do? Like,
hey, when fans are yelling instructions,
there's always somebody yelling uppercut, right? Uppercut!
But when the fans are yelling instructions,
that's the drunkest guy in the place.
Do you ever want to turn around? Do you ever want to turn around and be like, no, that's not gonna work, right?
Nah. You hear him, but like I said, like you're focused. Your mind's on the man in front of you trying to take your head off.
Especially at the DoubleTree, by the time you fight, it's let's go to Sonny Franco. He's not stumbling.
Fight fans, let's get the action going once again. Please welcome out of the red corner from Baja California, Tijuana, Mexico, Jerez, El Tigre, Antonio Duarte.
Doug, what song is that?
Thunderstruck,
Uh-huh.
AC/DC.
Anytime there's rock music, we defer to the one and only rocker on the crew. That is Doug Fisher, as you know. Bad boy, El Tigre, the Tiger, Antonio Duarte coming in. Tijuanero, what's up to everybody in Tijuana? Saludos, me está mirando.
We don't know much about him
Nah.
other than he's 2-0.
That's it. It's, yep. And if you put in the name Antonio Duarte, you get about 8 of them on BoxRec.
Yeah.
So hard to figure things out. So we do the best. So si alguien lo conoce en Tijuana, manden saludos y díganos quién es.
His opponent out of the blue corner from Rancho Cucamonga, California. Here is Cool Breeze, Richard Brewer.
Richard Brewer, Cool Breeze, Rancho Cucamonga. The co-main tonight, 5-0, 2 KOs, trained by Henry Ramirez. Always puts on a little show. Nueva Spine. ¿Quién es el Tigre? No lo conocemos. You see Henry rocking the Dodger cap, walking in with him. His heavyweight Oscar Torres had a knockout victory earlier tonight. Carlos Martinez in Phoenix, Arizona. Saludos. What are you guys saying on YouTube?
Came out with a banger. I like this song.
And one again.
West Side Connection.
Yes, old school. Old school West Coast rap.
Hey, once again, Paul, stop showing me the YouTube. I can't read any of those comments on the air. Yeah, hello, West Side Connect. The song's probably older than him. He's only 20.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the Doubletree Hotel in Ontario, California, and live on ThompsonBoxing.com, we move on to the co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 6 rounds of action in the junior middleweight division. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring the bout, should it go the distance, are Carla Caiz, Jerry Cantu, and Fernando Villarreal. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Rudy Barragan. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He steps in the ring tonight wearing the black trunks with camo. When he stepped onto the scale, he went officially at 153.2 pounds. Tonight, he enters the ring undefeated. 2 wins with 0 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, de Baja California, Tijuana, Mexico, introducing El Tigre, Antonio Duarte. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner. He steps in the ring tonight wearing the white trunks with gold. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in at a ready 153 pounds even. Tonight, he too enters the ring undefeated. 5 wins with 0 losses. 2 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from Rancho Cucamonga, California, here is Cool Breeze, Richard Brewer. Once again, your referee in charge, Rudy Barragan, give the final instructions.
Co-feature tonight. Let's look at the tail of the tape.
Brewer, 12 years younger at age 20. He's 3 inches taller at 5'10". Has a very slight reach advantage.
He'll be joined this round by Ruben Torres, who has aspirations of one day being a broadcaster. So, Ruben, you see something? Go for it, man. Have some fun.
Right on, I got you.
The microphone a little bit closer to you. Speak up with that loud voice. Richard Brewer, 5-0, 2 KOs. He's got the white trunks. Antonio Duarte, El Tigre, he's in black. And Duarte's got some fans in Tijuana. Saludos a todos que están mirando en Tijuana, como Betty Duran.
This should be a quick one.
Really? Why do you say that?
Richard just got that power, and from the looks of it, this guy's just gonna stand there in front of him, not too much movement. So he sticks behind that jab, then he can land that right hand.
I like Brewer's jab. I like how focused he is. I like how he's not in a rush with his power punches.
Right.
He always sets it up.
Ruben, when you only have 5 fights, are you still nervous in there? Are you still trying to get used to this pro spot? You got.
I
what?
think a little bit, yeah. I mean, he's still fairly new to this. I know Richard from the amateur, so I know he's got some amateur background.
Okay.
He had 30 amateur bouts, but he went all the way to the California State Golden Gloves title.
Yeah, we fought actually. We were probably like 14, 15 at the time.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
130, 132. That was way back when though.
So he grew, you didn't.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Well, I believe he was barely starting out. If I'm not mistaken, it was like
Okay.
his first fight, and I was already like I think it was the districts or the Junior Olympics. So I won. But I just told him, don't get unmotivated, keep it going, and look at him now, he's here.
He's 20 years old, turns 21 next week. We met his mom last fight. Big supporter of him. He has some power.
With that right hand.
Shout out to everybody watching on the Facebook stream. Going for Richard Brewer. People calling him his cousin. How come you're not here supporting him, right? If you buy a ticket from him, he gets a commission. People don't know, right? Do you guys get free tickets, Ruben? Tell people no.
No, sir.
Because you don't.
No, we don't. We got to sell everything.
Everybody's like, oh, I'm coming to your fight. Cool. Buy a ticket. Oh.
Ruben, how many amateur bouts did you have?
75.
Oh, okay.
You have 75. But you also played high school football, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you see right now?
I like how Richard's calm. I would like to see him throw a little bit more jabs. That right hand is solid.
Good
Just
exchange.
keep touching him. He's still feeling him out.
Because you had 75 amateur bouts and Richard had around 30, does that mean you could be moved a little bit quicker once you turn pro than he did? How important is that amateur experience?
I mean, it's a whole different ball game. I mean, it's still boxing, but I mean, once that headgear comes off and you really feel those punches with them smaller gloves, I think it's all up to the fighter, how comfortable he feels in the ring, and how his team sees him.
Saludos, Jose Torres Monchis. And the Ace of SoCal says the Ace Torres only has free tickets for guys named Ace.
I got no free tickets. Nobody hear that.
Ruben Torres, appreciate you joining us. Oh, not bad. We'll have you back next. Actually, we're not going to have you next fight.
Nah,
you're
I'm
going to
be
be
in
fighting.
the ring. Yes,
There
sir.
you
But I
go.
appreciate you guys having me. It was
No
good seeing you
problem.
guys, all right?
Have yourself a good night. Go run
Great
Mount
to see
Baldy
you,
tomorrow
Ace.
morning.
Yes, sir.
Second round coming your way. A little crazy. DJ rocking with you tonight, Dougie.
Yeah, they're playing from my playlist. I scored the opening round for Brewer, but he did get hit back. I noticed his head get snapped back by some jabs and some right hands from Duarte. So Duarte is here to fight.
Bam Rodriguez is watching us right now. Is that the Bam that trains with
Wow.
Robert Garcia? I think, what do you fight at, 108, I believe?
Yeah, he's a lighter weight guy.
Joshua Franco's
Promoted by Taken
brother.
Boxing.
Yeah, so
Got a Japanese promoter.
Bam, that's really you. You know me, I'm Team Bam all day long.
That's Joshua Franco's little brother,
Yes,
right?
San Antonio, Texas. Trains with Robert Garcia here in Riverside. Doug, whatever happened to Julian Jackson?
He just got inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Still fighting weight. Great guy. Great guy.
Big monster hand, huh?
Oh, man, one of the greatest punchers of all time. A Julian Jackson knockout. Just go to YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube Julian Jackson
You told me
KOs.
that.
It's mesmerizing. It's like magic. You touch these dudes and they would fall asleep in midair. You know, you just freeze them. They'd be knocked out on their feet.
You actually told me that a couple of years ago. I forget what city we're in, and you were talking about, and you said, just YouTube Julian Jackson. And I did. I went down a hole.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, he knocked out most of his opponents.
Yeah.
And Brewer is finding himself in a fight. He's still in command because he's got that jab. But
Off balance.
yeah, Duarte's kind of unorthodox. He's a bit awkward in there, and he's taking some chances. So he's had his moments.
Y saludos a Chevale y los Toros de Tijuana. Also Manny Barrera. Juego de estrellas para los Toros.
And there was nothing out there on Duarte, so
Nothing.
it's not like Brewer could really study this guy and be ready for his style. All we knew about him is that he hasn't lost as a professional. He's 2-0, so obviously Duarte, he's brought some confidence in the ring with him.
Y todos ustedes que conocen a Duarte.
Big right hand landed by Duarte. He's sneaky with that.
¿Quién es? Porque no encontramos nada en el internet de ellos, de él. ¿Cuántos años tiene? ¿De dónde es? ¿Quién es este Antonio Duarte? ¿De dónde entrena?
And Brewer is finding out that he's in a fight.
Gabriel Hinojosa watching us in TJ, enjoying the broadcast. What's up, Gabriel? And when I went back there to talk to the fighters, he was with the commission. They were testing him, so I couldn't talk to him.
You know what? He's a pretty good counter puncher.
Yeah.
He doesn't jab. He waits. See, he punches when Brewer punches. He's waiting for Brewer to extend his left or right, and then he throws the counter punch under and over those shots.
June 29th, we'll see you in Sacramento. Thompson Boxing on the road. Keeping that high guard is Duarte in the black trunks.
I think Richard should tap that body. Duarte's a little soft around the midsection, and it might be smart to do like straight shots, like a straight right to the body, so he keeps his distance, because Duarte's kind of dangerous. He's sneaky with his counter punches. But he might slow down after this round, though.
Gabriel, you're telling me that Duarte used to be MMA for real? 'Cause if you tell me, I'll say it.
I like that. Why not? We don't get a backstory.
No,
so, you know,
I can make
viewers
it whatever you
watching.
want.
Hey, give us this guy's backstory.
Leslie Montes, saludos. A los Mochis, as Miguel Zamudio will be fighting next. Against Angel Ruiz.
We had a fan that lost his cell phone. It's an AT&T cell phone.
Uh-oh.
He lost it near where the fighters are making their entrance to the left of the
Oh,
room.
man, yeah, that's not going to
If you found this cell phone, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please bring it to the announcer's table. It belongs to Mr. Rogelio Torres, and there's his ID as well as some cash inside that cell phone. It's in a case, it's a black case, AT&T phone. So please, if you find this phone, take a look around your seats.
Yeah, somebody's like, hey, I found the phone, but I didn't find that. I didn't find the case. I didn't find the money.
He's like, first let me unlock it. Jose Monchis. Let me translate that for you, Doug. Oh, they found the phone? Wow.
This is an honest fight crowd here.
They found the phone. That's cool. And they turned it in. Cool. Jose Monchis. Doug, translate. Hey, thanks for the broadcast. I like that you guys aren't with one fighter. Well, no, nobody's ever.
I always call it how I see it. And honestly, I like underdogs, man.
Yeah.
I don't root for the house fighter, or or root necessarily for a fighter if I get to know him a little bit. All fighters are the same once that bell rings.
Yeah, let me tell you this.
And I respect both sides.
We, as broadcasters, we're never told you should promote this guy, push this guy. There is no agenda. It might sound like it to you guys, but there really isn't. It's just what we know, what we see. As the body shots from Brewer are solid.
This is starting to turn into a shootout. Both these guys, I thought they went tit for tat in the second round, and they've continued that here at the start of the third.
Here we go. Samuel Campos. Somebody shared it on Facebook, so Samuel Campos is now watching it at work in San Bernardino. What's happening? That's how we work. Okay, so here's the backstory to Duarte. He's an MMA fighter from Tijuana. He trains in the Azteca gym in TJ. He's a good fighter. He's not that strong. He doesn't have the great technique, but he trains really hard.
He's capable in there, definitely. He's competent. And I tell you what, he hits hard enough to get Richard Brewer's respect. He's got Brewer thinking in there. And Brewer, by nature, is a thinking fighter. But I think he's also causing some stress because, and this might speak to that MMA or martial arts background, his stance and his fundamentals are not orthodox. They're not what your most boxers are accustomed to seeing. So it kind of makes him unpredictable. Put short, he's awkward.
Yeah.
And awkward can be dangerous for a textbook orthodox boxer.
Ustedes que conocen Israel y Roberto Rojas, ¿cuántas peleas tiene de MMA?
Blood from Richard Brewer's nose. He knows he's in a fight right now. Although I think he's kind of taking over this round.
Yep.
Just as I say that, he gets his head snapped back.
Yeah, there you see that herky-jerky movement from Duarte. That's more what you see in the MMA stand-up.
Yeah, you look at his body, he seems a little soft. You think, man, maybe he didn't train much for this.
Blood
But
rate flying right
yeah,
now.
he knows when to let his hands go. He's a good counter puncher. And he has the science of punching when the other man punches.
Oh.
He never leads. He doesn't lead. So he doesn't really give Richard anything to counter punch.
How about this, though? Israel Farfan, man, we appreciate you. I'm going to hook you up or something. Duarte is a 135-pounder.
I see.
So that's why his body looks like that.
Wow. He's fighting over the weight.
And there you see our main event tonight. El Relámpago Ruiz, he's undefeated, 13-0. Otro Tijuanero, now training in Maywood, California.
And he just has the look of a prospect.
Oh, yeah.
He just has the face, the body, the technique, the athleticism. You see him, even before you see him fight, you see him shake out and you're like, okay, at least he thinks he's special. We'll see if he is.
Man, you know what? Hey, thanks to you guys watching on the Facebook. Gracias a todos los que están mirando en el Face. He's a trainer at this gym.
Duarte
gym.
is.
Yeah.
Ah.
He has 39 MMA fights.
Wow.
And only 2 boxing
Well,
fights.
so he's combat sport experience.
Yeah. But he's
2-0 as a boxer. Wow.
And I'll tell you this right now, they pay more in boxing than they do in MMA.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Especially at the club level.
That's why a lot of MMA fighters moonlight as boxers.
Yeah. And they're in
But
shape.
hey, I mean, okay, so you look at this dude. He doesn't look like an athlete. You know, he's got the bald spot and all.
Yeah.
And you think, you know, if you got into an argument with him in a bar, you're like, yeah, I'll push
Whatever.
this guy.
Yeah.
God only knows what he could do to you.
And he's making.
I mean, he can
Brewer
handle
bleed.
you. He can handle you just with his boxing skills, man. Never mind the mixed martial arts.
All right.
Jeez.
Otra pregunta. ¿Cuántos años tiene Duarte? How old is he? I mean, Pierre Garcia does a great job with the research for Thompson Boxing, but if he can't find anything on you, there's nothing on you. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at finding people. I didn't find anything on this dude.
Hey, this is Richard Brewer's first 6-round fight.
Yep.
And Thompson Boxing found him a live opponent.
Angel Diaz says, Doug, do you remember Brian Sutherland? LOL.
Brian Sutherland.
I don't know.
Was he an Irish fighter, an Olympian, and he's dead?
Oh, how about this? Okay, Roberto Rojas, gracias. So Duarte took this fight at a different weight class and in boxing because he needs the money.
Yeah.
He's building his own gym, and he's trying to save money to finish it.
This is working hard for your dream.
And he's 31 years old. Oh, wait, hold on. Israel says he's 31. Robert says he's 29. Okay, that I believe. Tijuana, Mexico.
Yeah.
You get any kind of birth certificate, right, Ace? That's a good story, man. And he's bringing a good scrap.
He really
to
is.
Richard Brewer. Cool
Yeah.
Breeze, a 20-year-old out of Rancho Cucamonga.
What is Steve Kim fond of saying? Professional resistance.
Yes, it is.
That's what grows a prospect.
And usually those guys, as Steve say about MMA fighters, you know what they're really good at? MMA. This guy can box a little bit.
No, he's got his own style. It's unorthodox. He's tricky. He's making Brewer, who has the advantages in youth, in size, and athleticism, but he's making him think a little bit, making him hesitate, although Brewer is letting those right hands go. Brewer is earning some respect here. And I still think Brewer needs to figure out a way to get to Duarte's body.
Marco Morales watching. What's happening, Marco?
Easier said than done, of course.
Body shot. Final seconds of the 4th round. Richard Brewer and his trainer, Henry Ramirez. So more on Duarte. He fought twice in boxing in 2016.
So those two fights are from 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, obviously, he's been staying busy because the guy's got reflexes. I mean, that's why he's being pesky to Brewer. He's made this a fight. I thought the second round belonged to Duarte. It was close. I scored round 3 for Brewer. It was also close and competitive. Round 4, I thought, was Brewer's best round. And round 5, this is the first time Brewer has fought in a 5th round.
Good experience.
Good
experience.
Yeah, Brewer's holding his form. He's controlling the distance, and I think that's his key. Still want to see if he can tap the older man's body. The older, naturally smaller man's seemingly soft midsection. And Brewer's now counterpunching as Duarte is feeling the burn of fatigue. He's slowed down a little bit, and his technique has fallen off.
5th round of action, scheduled for 6. We're joined by Sal Sanchez, the Beast. He's going to make his way over. We saw Sal last month.
Did Sal make his ShowBox debut?
He made a ShowBox impressive debut. He scrapped with a tough guy.
That was a good fight.
Another guy that we had no idea who he was.
Right. You never know what you're going to get with these unknown opponents.
You never know.
Sometimes they're tougher than they look or tougher than their records look.
Sal sitting down right now. Sal, you made your ShowBox debut. How was that for you, man? How much fun was it?
It was good. It was exciting. On my first television fight.
Your first TV fight.
Yes.
Sal, okay. What do you think about this fight with Brewer and Antonio Duarte?
It's a good fight. I think Brewer, what's his name?
Brewer.
Yeah, he's winning.
But
I think he's getting caught with the right hand.
Hey, so
keeping his left.
his opponent is only 2-0. We couldn't find any kind of information on him. When you fight guys like that, where you don't know anything about it, how hard is it to make adjustments?
Well, it's not that hard for me.
Yeah, for you. It's always about you, Sal.
It's not that hard for me because I spar with, a lot of pros, like experience.
Yeah.
Like Diego, De La Hoya, and all them, the Olympians. The
That's
Russians.
good work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All those guys from, like, Uzbekistan and all that.
Those guys.
Yeah. You're with Joel Diaz out in India. When's your next fight? What have they told you?
They told me maybe August 23rd.
Are you going to fight with Thompson, or are you going to go big time with ShowBox again?
I think Thompson again.
Oh, okay. So you want to hang out? You're going to come back to us, Sal?
Yeah.
You didn't get too famous for us?
No.
All right.
It's going to be in the same spot in Corona.
Oh, you're going back to Corona?
Yeah.
That was cool, man. You had a good scrap. You went back and forth with your opponent.
Yeah, and after that fight, I got ranked in the number 10.
Oh, you're ranked now, Sal?
Yeah.
What weight?
118.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So which sanctioning organization?
WBO.
WBO.
Jerry
Well done.
Arias, Titan Edge Athletics, watching us right now. Jerry, we had your fighters earlier. Ruben Torres, Michael Dutchover joined us. They're going to be running Mount Baldy. They shouted you out earlier. Good scrap, good fun. 5th round winding down. Sal Sanchez join us right now.
Here he is.
It's spelled Saul. Don't call him that.
Call him Sal.
Call him Sal. He won't talk to you. So if you say hi to him, you try to have a conversation, you don't talk, it's okay. He does this.
I'll talk.
Sal, so you're going to fight again in August.
Yeah, August.
You got ranked in the
WBO, and I got ranked number 10.
What does that mean, Doug, when you're ranked that high?
Oh, when that's the first steps towards working towards a world title.
Yeah.
You can't get a title shot if you're not ranked, at least in their top 15.
Yeah.
And you picked up a minor title. That's how you got ranked.
Yeah, the WBO Latino.
The Latino, yeah. So when you get these regional belts, Latino belt, or the NABO, that gives you an automatic ranking in their top 15. And if you look good and if your opponent was tough, like Sal's was, you get into the top 10. But, I mean, that means he's rubbing elbows with veteran fighters, guys who are 10 years older, have been grinding for a long time.
Yeah.
So means you're going to be fighting those dudes pretty soon.
Yeah.
So who's that 118 that – who would it be soon, Doug, like in his horizon?
Oh, gosh, I got to think. got to go to Fight News and go to their rankings page. They list out all the alphabet groups or whatever. But I mean, bantamweight's it's a tough division.
Who would it be, Sal?
And
That's
Like, who would you want? Come on, Sal. Anyway?
Everyone.
And
my weight. And not yet. But I still got, I'm still learning in every fight. So I still got a lot to learn. But I'll be up there. So.
Sal, we love you here at Thompson Boxing. The fans love you. When you had to do fighter interviews, fighter meetings with Barry Tompkins, Raul Marquez, Steve Hood, did you talk?
I tried. But yeah, I did.
Okay, do you talk more to us or to them?
I think you guys, because I sing out like all those guys like on TV, and so I was like
a little bit
nervous,
intimidated.
yeah.
So you're
But
like,
they're cool guys.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah,
you're like, wow, those are stars. So when you see me and Doug, you're like, whatever?
Oh, these guys.
I know you guys.
Thanks, Sal. Appreciate it. As always, thanks for being our friend, Sal. Your Instagram is what?
Saul 80 Sanchez.
Saul 80 Sanchez. Just call him Sal.
And on Twitter too.
And on Twitter, you tweet now, Sal?
No, I don't tweet. But,
Really?
But
you're a young guy and you don't do Instagram then, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Younger folks are more Instagram than Twitter.
Appreciate it, Sal. Go back and enjoy the fights, man.
Thank
See
you,
you
guys.
August 23rd.
August 23rd. All right, thank you.
Final round between Richard Brewer and Antonio Duarte. I had to get Sal in there, man, because he's just a good little kid. And as the Ace said, the beast talks. Maywood Boxing. What's happening, Jose Monchis? Antonio Duarte, El Tigre, the Tiger.
He's made this a fight. He really has. This is a competitive fight, and this is one for Brewer to grow on.
Yep.
I mean, I think he should be ahead on the scorecards as you see like some drool drop from his mouth. This is a tough fight, and he's tired because he hasn't just gone 6 rounds for the first time. He's had to fight 6 rounds.
He's winning the crowd. There was a Tijuana chant right now. And this is a pro Brewer crowd because he sold close to 100 tickets.
That's true. Well, you know what? Duarte's earned it.
Yeah.
He's hung in there tough, and he's made it interesting. He's made it competitive.
You on Facebook, how do you guys have it? Who do you have winning this one? As the fight winds down. Hey, good experience for Richard Brewer. Cool breeze, working.
Duarte showing some ring savvy.
And that'll do it. Fight is over.
That was a good fight.
Yeah, that was a fun fight. All right, so let's see here. We got a couple Richards. We got a draw.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 4 rounds to 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman that lost his wallet and his cell phone. There were $300 in that cell phone.
3 rounds apiece is maybe giving Duarte
A little too much.
little bit too much credit, but I mean, I'll give him credit for this. He made it a fight. He was competitive. And there was definitely some rounds that I scored for Brewer that were close.
So here's the update on the cell phone. There was $300 in that phone.
Oh, get out of here.
Credit cards, ID. It was returned by the grandfather of Tito Sanchez, who fought the first fight tonight.
Wow.
He and the uncle found it. They returned it back.
Tito comes from a family with character.
Yep.
I like it.
The Ace of SoCal has Brewer winning 58-56.
Yes, that sounds about right to me.
The Ace of SoCal, our unofficial scorer here at Thompson Boxing.
He knows how to score a fight.
You know, we should get our own unofficial scorer here.
Yeah, we should.
Right? We should just get one. Ace, do you want to be our unofficial scorer? That way you can say, back to you, Doug. We'll pay him in nachos. All right, so the Ace of SoCal said he's in. Just pay my admission to Misty's. the bar
Oh.
or the nightclub that they have here at the DoubleTree afterwards.
That's what Ace of SoCal does? Goes and hangs out in nightclubs afterwards?
Hey.
That was it, do karaoke?
I mean, why
Right?
not? They have cover bands in there.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Maybe Ace has got his own cover band.
Yeah, he does. Hey, there you go. Matt says he'll probably see 5-1 Brewer. You know?
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see 5-1. I think 4-2 Brewer is fair.
Yeah. See that? Hey, Henry Ramirez, good trainer. Richard Brewer, that tattoo on Brewer's chest is of his grandmother Brewer. So that's what he got tatted up there. Good kid.
Yes,
like
he is.
him. And you know what? Not many people would have taken a fight with somebody that they don't know anything about. A lot of confidence in him. George Rodriguez, the reason the sound isn't up all the time is if we keep playing all the songs, YouTube takes us down. So there you go. Sonny Franco, nobody takes him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 exciting rounds of boxing action, to the judges' scorecards we go. Carla Caiz and Fernando Villarreal both see the bout 54-60, while Jerry Cantu sees it 59-55, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. He is still undefeated from Rancho Cucamonga, California, Cool Breeze, Richard Brewer.
Okay, so the official judges had I'm not going to say they saw a one-sided fight because you can have a guy win all the rounds, but the rounds be competitive. But they didn't give Duarte as much credit as our viewers and as we did.
Yep. So Brewer improves to 6-0. Doesn't get the knockout, but you know what, Doug? You can see as he develops into his man body.
Yes.
There's some power there, some
There is.
potential there.
But I think he's a good athlete. I think he's got good hand-eye coordination, good reflexes. Maybe his speed might be a better asset than his power. And if he keeps working on his accuracy and his technique and his timing, that speed will translate into power. He'll get knockouts.
And also,
hey, but he was in with a tough nut tonight.
But also, getting in 6 quality rounds.
Yeah.
Once again, as we said, way better than a 30-second knockout that you could put on Instagram.
That wouldn't have done anything for him. I mean, it helped get Twitter followers, Instagram followers.
That's great.
It helps create a buzz.
But how does that help you in your 15th fight?
It does not help him develop as a professional fighter, though.
Oh, yeah. What do you want us to do?
We're going to do the video interviews
Soon?
We'll talk about
You want me to keep talking? Man, look at this.
Video interviews soon, huh?
All right. I'm just going to sit back right now. Let me see what you guys are saying on Facebook. Henry Ramirez, trabajando como mucho. Henry Ramirez working as hard. Henry's funny. So right now, what you guys are going to do, our main event's coming up. Angel Ruiz, Miguel Zamudio. Share it. Send it on the Facebook. I'm really just using a phone. I'm not using anything fancy. So share it. Let people know that our main event is coming up. Angel Ruiz, 13-0, 10 KOs at Tijuana. Now in Maywood.
Let's find out how good this kid is.
And then right now, also, before the first round, let us know where you're watching at. Want to get a pulse of where you're at, whether you're at work, you're at home, you're at a party, wherever you're at. I know my kid was watching this fight from his graduation party that he's at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mateo, but he's like, the party's boring. So
Okay.
but he's checking this stuff out. So, nothing around Doug Fisher. Right now, give a chance to promote some of the stuff that Doug does. You were on the 3 knockdown rule with Steve Kim.
Oh, yeah, that was this past Monday.
And your podcast that you guys did. Doug. Okay. Are we going Sunday or not? You know me?
All of our soldiers and servicemen.
What do you want me to do?
Serving in our armed forces.
Oh, finish my sentence? All right. Doug, the podcast you did with Steve Kim, without a doubt, go and listen to it. The 3 knockdown rule. Doug recaps a lot of other stuff.
It's always fun with Mario and Steve.
Yeah.
They know boxing. They're passionate about it. They got a great chemistry.
And our main event sat down with the Thompson Boxing cameras. And here's what they had to say for our main event.
My preparation for this fight has been very, very good. I was supposed to fight in Washington, D.C., but something happened with the fight that got suspended. And what I did, this was only just a couple of weeks ago, so what I just did, I just continued, kept my weight low, and I was able to actually have a better training camp, and I'm ready for this fight. I really don't know much about my opponent, but I know one thing. He's only 21 years old. He's very young and inexperienced. He's a lefty, but I don't think he has enough to beat. My training regimen is very specific. I usually do it in the afternoons after I finish my regular day job. Every single day is a tough day in the gym. I have a very good trainer and working the mitts, working in my style of fighting, which is going forward. Nothing is different from this training camp to the other one. The only thing I know, as I said before, is that this guy that I'm facing is a novice. I face much tough challengers, and you know, I'm gonna go forward. I'm gonna go for the victory. For all the people in Mexico and my family and friends, not to miss this fight. It's gonna be a great one. I came here to win. I have a large family here in the state of California, and I know they're gonna be here watching me and supporting me tonight. The real winners are gonna be the fans, and I'm also gonna be victorious.
I think this guy is great. He has a lot of experience, and he was fighting for the world title. So this is my opportunity to show the world who is Angel Ruiz. So I'm feeling ready. I did a great preparation. You know, I did a great spar. I did a great running, condition. You know, all the time running and spar at the gym, so I'm feeling ready, and let's go. Yeah, I see fights from him, and I think that I can finish this guy 4 rounds by knockout. I'm feel strong. I have another weight. I'm 147, so no me pierdan de vista los 147. Let's go, baby. Hey everyone, don't miss my next fight today night at the DoubleTree Hotel right here in Torres, California. I'm feel ready. If you wanna see a big fight, come on. Come here and let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the action going once again. Please welcome out of the red corner from Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico. Here is Michael Miguel Zamudio.
Hold on. I gotta Shazam this one. I don't know it. You think I'm lying? Coming into the ring de Los Mochis, Sinaloa, el sinaloense de Banda Recodo de Cruz Lizarraga. It's Miguel Zamudio. Es de Los Mochis. Coming in, veteran fighter, 43-12-1, 27 KOs. Still young.
Yeah, just 28 years old, but he's got more than 50 professional fights, 56 to be exact. What I like is that he won his last 2 fights by early stoppage, so he should be carrying some momentum into this matchup and some confidence.
Should be a good test tonight in our main event. Make sure you guys share on the Facebook. Mándale el share en el Face. El sinaloense. What up, Julio Urias? Where you at?
Making his way to the ring out of the blue corner from Maywood, California. Here is Angel Ruiz.
13-0, 10 KOs. Maywood is at home now.
That's a great gym, by the way.
Oh,
One of my favorite Southern California boxing gyms. That's a real gym.
Coming into Banda Sinaloense de Sergio Lizarraga, el ausente. Yeah, he's got swag. He's got a smile. He works out at the 24-hour fitness, I think. Like at 11 o'clock, he's out there running. I follow him on Instagram. El Relámpago Lightning. Angel Ruiz.
Yeah, he's got that aura, that energy that you expect to see from a hot prospect.
And he's got some following here.
Yeah, somebody blessing him right there before he gets into the ring.
Yeah. Juan Muñoz en Ensenada apoyando a todos los cachanillas. Leslie Montes. Yaki Velázquez. Vamos, mi amor. ¿Quién es tu amor, Yaki Velázquez? Ánimo Relámpago, Oscar Flores. Venga, Zamudio, Leslie Montes. Matt, WFC, watching while making my son's bed so he can go to sleep. Keep that kid awake.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thompson Boxing Promotions is proud to present the feature attraction, as this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Executive Officer Andy Foster, Chairman John Caravalli, Timekeeper Miss Lorona Ganaway. Ringside positions, Mr. Kelly Tucker and Dr. Matthew Potts. Your three judges scoring this bout, should it go the distance, are Carla Caiz, Jerry Cantu, and Fernando Villarreal. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Raul Caiz Sr. 8 rounds of action in the welterweight division. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live on ThompsonBoxing.com, where battles are fought and champions are made. Ladies and gentlemen, let the battles begin. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stepped to the ring tonight wearing the black trunks with red. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed officially at 147 pounds even. As a professional, his record stands 43 victories against 12 defeats with 1 bout even. 27 of his wins coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, de Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico, introducing Michael Miguel Zamudio. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner. He stepped in the ring tonight wearing the black trunks with red. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in officially at a ready 146.4 solid pounds. Tonight, he enters the ring undefeated. 13 wins with 0 losses. 10 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from Maywood, California, here is Angel Ruiz. Once again, your referee in charge, Raul Caiz Sr., to give the final instructions.
Ok, muchachos, los dealers estuvieron hacia abajo. Golpes aquí están perfectamente bien. Cuidado con la cabeza. Dense la mano y buena suerte a los dos.
Raul Caiz Sr., the third man in the ring. Look at the teletape, Doug. Jeez, that guy's ripped.
Yeah, he is. Who is? At age 21, 7 years younger, 2 inches taller at 5'11", and he has the reach advantage.
Hey, but so was Anthony Joshua. He was ripped. It's not a bodybuilding contest.
That's true.
It's fine. And Doug, let's get this one in from Ace of SoCal. Doug, you were really good with the 3 knockdown rule. Can't believe that Andy Ruiz sparred Andre Arlovsky.
That's true. I saw that. I witnessed that. When he was 18 years old and at least 315 pounds.
And he wishes that you would do a boxing podcast. Not enough good boxing podcasts.
Thank you.
Doug is
Very
busy.
kind words.
Doug is busy.
Yeah, podcast. You
Pay
know
him.
what that's
Oh,
like. That's
those
a
are hard.
commitment, man.
Hey, if you pay him, Ace, go for it. He's a solo todos que están mirando right now. And hey, special hello to Rich Murata, president of the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
Doing a great job with that.
Watching us tonight in Reno.
Along with Michelle Corrales, I believe. They've had that going for a few years now, and it's picked up a lot of steam.
Rich was saying that he's going to have a permanent home for the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
Good.
Pretty soon. We have another excellent class following him.
And Rich is a Hall of Fame sports broadcaster.
As Rampalago Ruiz jumps out quickly.
Yeah, looking really sharp and in command, working everything off that southpaw jab, doubling up with the right hand. Sorry, doubling up with his left, the power left. Oh, just lost a
Lost
mouthpiece.
his mouthpiece.
Yeah, not from a punch, you know.
No, he just lost
happened, right.
And he's like, hey, where's my mouthpiece? And he doesn't know the rule that you keep on fighting.
You keep fighting. You got to wait until a break in the action. He doesn't know.
Yeah, just because it's out doesn't mean that the action stops.
Yeah, a fighter can't call timeout.
Leslie Montes.
Ruiz has got a lot of energy.
Oh, yeah,
he's really amped up.
His Instagram stories like the little dots up there. They're like, oh, okay, he's posting a lot right now.
Yeah.
Hey, but he's not signed by Thompson. He doesn't have a promoter. He's trying to get.
Yeah, I think his
somebody.
management is shopping him around.
Yeah.
One of his fights recently was on a Golden Boy card. Fantasy Springs.
Yeah.
Man, beautiful lefts.
Oh, solid left.
Those are
He's
powerful.
landing.
Oh, and they're
he's
landing
teed
high
off.
on the head.
He
That
snapped
might
it, and
be
it's over. It
Wow.
is a first round knockout.
Oh, my
for
God.
Relámpago Ruiz as Raul Caiz Sr. jumped in and protected the fighter. That was getting dangerous.
It was. And I understand how Zamudio feels. He's like, oh, you didn't give me a chance to survive, but he looked helpless, and Ruiz was just teeing off on him.
Yeah, Zamudio's
I mean,
looking at
better
his
to be
corner.
safe than sorry. I understand from both sides of that. I'm disappointed because I wanted to see more of Ruiz. I thought Zamudio could take him some rounds.
He usually does. Let's look at the quick highlights of this fight.
And zeroing him with that big left hand, measuring him with the southpaw jab, and he's got a nice right cross. I'm sorry, a right hook. I keep forgetting that he's a southpaw. Boom.
That's the one that got him.
Yeah, that straight left backed him up in the corner, and then he switched, and he's so fast, he switched to hook-cross combinations.
The doctors are looking at him, making him walk around. And
Zamudio's
Zamudio,
not happy.
Look, he might
I
not
have
be
a
happy.
feeling that he felt like he was ready for this, that he could at least take the kids some rounds.
He
and show them
does.
some things.
He gives everybody rounds.
Wow.
Angel Ruiz, you said full of energy. He came out and did it quick.
Yeah, he lives up to his nickname. He's electric.
El Relámpago Lightning.
And he's at age 21. He's 5'7". There's no body fat on him, which makes me think that maybe by the time he's like 24, he could be a junior middleweight because he has that frame to carry the heavier weights.
So Checo Lopez says, I got videos of Ruiz and Carlos El Tiburón Sanchez sparring. All right. Sonny Franco with the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 1 minute, 37 seconds of the very first round. Referee Raul Caiz Sr. puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by way of a knockout and still undefeated from Maywood, California, Angel Relámpago Ruiz.
Ah, wow. He's always in the gym.
It shows.
He spars at Maywood, and if you can spar and hang at Maywood, that's saying something.
Yeah, that's going to build some character right there. That's going to test your mettle. But we still, we've only seen enough of him to know what his strengths are. And he's got natural talent. He's a physical specimen. He's got athleticism. There's speed. There's power. There's technique. We haven't seen his chin tested yet. We haven't seen his stamina tested yet. These are things to come. But they're going to have to find some really tough welterweights.
Special shout out to Jason Lewis from Independence, Kentucky.
Oh, wow.
I was saving your shout out for the main event, Jason. You watch us from Kentucky and you buy a lot of the Thompson Boxing merchandise online.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to shout you out during the main event. I didn't expect it to be a first round stoppage like that. So Jason Lewis from Independence, Kentucky, thanks for supporting Thompson Boxing.
My favorite fighter from Kentucky, apart from the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, Bones Adams, Clarence Bones Adams.
Really?
Who's training fighters now.
Yeah.
Training fighters in Las Vegas.
Bones
Doing a good
Adams.
job. Yep.
Good guy right there.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to get Ruiz over here. I want to talk to him. I want to see something. I know you got a couple questions for him. I think he understands a little bit of English, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll get.
I heard he can speak a little bit of English, and I think he's probably eager to learn English because that's going to help his marketability as a fighter.
Y no se vayan, aquí vamos a hacer la entrevista con el Relámpago Ruiz. Hopefully they bring him over here. Until his corner. I like it, but I want to see him test it. We got to figure out what kind of guy Ruiz is, Doug.
And we know a little bit about his amateur background.
Yeah.
89 amateur bouts. And I assume that all took place in Mexico. I wonder if he was good enough to be on the national team, if he won some, if he won national honors, if he traveled internationally. Because if he has that kind of amateur experience, it lets you know you can move him a little bit quicker than your average 21-year-old with 14 fights.
Who's this manager in there? That's
the same manager that Danny Roman has. He's coming up. He's under the radar, isn't he?
Eddie, Crossroads Boxing. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll bring him over here as they're taking pictures with Cam Thompson. Alex Campbell. Well, he's not signed by Thompson.
Somebody's going to sign him sooner or later.
But you know what? Good-looking kid.
Yeah.
Good following on social media. He's exciting. You can bring him. All right, we're going to make him speak English.
I like the medal. Yeah. Oh, wait.
No.
Wait, the commission's saying not yet? What? Oh, they thought he was leaving. They're like, no. Yeah, they got it. Right.
Okay,
He's not trying to skip out. What?
Now what? Man, maybe I don't want to do this interview.
No? Nah, we're going to get him.
Man. He didn't get anything. He barely broke a sweat.
Yeah, he's not going to run out.
Apúrate,
the commission's
Relámpago.
like,
Apúrate antes
stay
que te
around
corren.
for the P test,
Pedro, siéntate. Hey. All right. Siéntate. Vete. Hey, si no, no vamos a hacer entrevista.
He's being mobbed. See,
Con nosotros siempre primero, okay? I just told him, with us, we're always first.
Yeah.
¿Hablas inglés o no?
Sí, yeah.
You understand English?
A little bit, but I'm learning.
Oh, a little bit, you're
Yeah.
learning. Okay.
Yeah, you can say anything.
Okay, what happened here? What do you see? ¿Qué miras?
I see this guy. He wanna fight, He was trying to fight, but I'm too hard. I got you.
Beautiful
got him.
combinations, yes. Left,
Yeah.
right, left, and then there was a left uppercut in there that really
I'm feel
snuck
ready.
it in there.
I'm feel ready. I want to fight with the best boxer of the world. This is my first time in 147, so.
¿Es la primera vez de 147?
Yeah, this is my first time.
¿Por qué?
Because I can do. No puedo dar 140 otra vez.
He can't do 140, so he's at 147 now.
Yes, well, I was just telling Beto, you look like you have the kind of frame in a couple years, junior middleweight, maybe even middleweight. You have that ability, yes.
So I'm feel ready, I want to make big fights.
Who are the welterweights that you look up to, that you admire and you want to equal?
Errol Spence,
good.
Terrence Crawford.
Sure.
I'm feel ready. I can fight with any. I'm young, so I can fight with any fighter.
You had 89 amateur fights.
Yeah,
Were you on the
My
Mexican
last-
national team?
No, never. They robbed it.
¿Por qué?
Me robaron muchas veces.
He said they robbed me a lot. They would have put me on there.
Yeah, so, but this is a sport, so whatever.
Some fighters are better suited for the professional ranks, and
Yeah.
you definitely look like a professional.
Mejor
And
ser
definitely a
profesional
real
para ti, de la
prospect.
manera que peleas. Tu estilo mejor profesional.
My style is hard. Is a real. I'm a real boxer.
Yes.
I'm a real boxer. So I want to send a challenge to the welterweights. I want to fight with anything. I want to fight with the best boxers, the best welterweights.
The guys who were ranked, the contenders.
Yeah, I want to fight with the
The
best.
title holders even.
Yeah, of course.
He doesn't lack confidence. No te falta la confianza, ¿verdad?
No, yo siempre digo, a mí me lanzan de lado B, de lado A, a mí no me importa.
I've been on the B side, A side. It doesn't matter where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't care.
Never mind getting to 20-0.
I send a challenge to Virgil Ortiz.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
hey,
a
Virgil,
nice fight.
Did
Yeah.
you see this video? Remember me. I sent a challenge,
Hey, I think
But you don't
I
even
think
have
that
a
fight will
fighting
happen one day.
He was fighting with, what's the name? I can't remember.
Mauricio Herrera.
Mauricio Herrera in 147.
Right.
If he want to fight with me, let's do it.
All
He's
right.
not, Relámpago
I like
Ruiz.
it.
Go
He's
with the
not
commission
shy.
as well. He's not
Good on camera.
Yeah,
But he's from Golden Boy Promotion. So
and you don't have a promoter.
No, Thompson.
Oh, they signed you?
Right now, I don't know, but they say.
wait, hold on. So, antes no tenías, ¿verdad?
No.
La semana pasada tú dijiste que no tenías nadie.
No
He didn't have a promoter at all. ¿Y ahorita qué te dijeron? What they tell you?
Pues vamos a firmar.
That he's going to sign with Thompson now. Well, congratulations.
That's a smart
Thank
move.
you. Of course.
That's a smart move from any promoter.
Well, congratulations. Manda sus saludos, ahí está.
Hey, saludos a toda la raza, a toda la gente que me apoya. La verdad es que estoy bien agradecido. A todos los de Tijuana, Baja California, y a todos los de Sinaloa, San Luis Río Colorado, Sonora, y a todos los de aquí de California también. Estoy muy agradecido con todos. Y pues también hay mucha gente que de otras partes y de otros países que tengo amigos de Colombia, Japón.
You got friends in Colombia and Japan.
Que me apoyan. Gracias de verdad, de corazón. Yo se los agradezco.
Appreciate it. Relámpago Ruiz. Get more English, man. Keep
I know.
Keep working on
I need
the
to
English.
learn. I need to learn, but
little by little. Congratulations. Good job.
Thank you.
Angel
Relámpago
Ruiz. I mean, there's no. I mean, he is.
Yeah, no, hey, you know what? People talk about the it factor. They just have it. He has it.
Look, we don't know much about him because he hasn't been tested.
We're still learning.
Okay, but you can't fake charisma like that.
No, that's charisma.
He works hard. I tell you, follow his Instagram, Relámpago Ruiz. This guy is always at the gym. He's running late at night. He's always putting in the work.
Yeah, he's definitely an athlete,
and
he relishes the lifestyle.
And he's not shy about. Look, how many guys will say, "Oh yeah, it doesn't." No, we'll do it.
He's calling them out now, and that fans, particularly Mexican fans, but really all hardcore fans, that's what they want to hear. They don't want to hear a boxer sound like a manager or a matchmaker. Like, be a fighter. And that's what that kid is.
Tijuana, now in Maywood, and he's learning the English.
It's good.
I didn't know that about him. And it was good English?
It was. It was, it was as much as Gennady Golovkin spoke, and it did well for him.
Gennady don't think English. Gennady has phrases.
Yes, I know. But I'm just saying a little goes a long way in the sport, especially when you are an entertaining fighter.
Without a doubt. Thanks to everybody that watched us. Troy Williams in Sacramento, we'll see you in Sacramento. Everybody that watched us, appreciate you guys watching the Thompson
Thanks
Facebook
for joining
page.
us.
Go to the Thompson Boxing social media, the pictures. Kai Monroe did a good job posting them. Go to the YouTube, check everything out. And for the schedule coming up, we'll be in Sacramento end of the month on the 20th. Make sure you guys go and watch everything that Doug Fisher does. Read everything Doug Fisher does. In other words, just follow Doug and keep track with him, especially on Sundays when you go to the track.
Oh, yeah, the Periscope.
There it is. Go and check that out. And for Doug Fisher, Paul LaFornia, Alex Campanovo, Mr. Ken Thompson, and everybody involved with Thompson Boxing, I'm Beto Duran. Thanks for watching Thompson Boxing.
Experience Makita's cordless string trimmer. Get unstoppable power without the hassles of gas. And trim non-stop for over a mile. Now get 2 extra free batteries. Experience Makita's cordless outdoor power equipment. The string trimmer starts instantly. Get unstoppable power without the hassles of gas. And trim non-stop for over a mile. Now quieter than ever, the blower reaches speeds of 120 miles per hour. Use Makita's cordless products anytime, anywhere. One system, endless possibilities. Now get 2 extra free batteries.
Joe Cortez, former international boxing referee for Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world, and of course, the boxing capital of the world. Here at Heads Up, make sure that June 22nd from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. have the 1-year anniversary of Heads Up, and of course, the ribbon cutting for the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. Don't miss it. We'll have world champions from boxing will be here, myself as a celebrity host, and many others. June 22nd, 6 p.m. here at the Boulevard Mall. Don't miss it. It's a knockout.